Yes, you know what it is. Funk Flex, Styles P, Dave East. We are here.
Beloved.
Absolutely available right now. Matter of fact, you know, I'm going to be at an event with you guys. I'm DJing at your event where you are, where people can bring down hoodies.
Yeah.
You can either bring out a partially used hoodie or a new hoodie.
Yeah. Don't bring a dirty hoodie.
Don't bring nothing dirty,
Don't bring a
man.
dirty stink hoodie.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you that
Bring
right
something
now.
you would want somebody
I'm
to
calling
give
you
to
out.
you, like.
Yeah, don't bring no dirty stink
Nothing
foul
stink.
hoodie that night.
No holes in it.
Moderate, used or
You know what I'm
new.
saying? If it came with strings, make sure
No
the strings is
sense on
still
it.
in it.
No sense.
Good
No
hoodies,
sense.
man. No sense in the hoodie, man.
Yeah, man.
So you can
Hoodies for the homeless. man.
now you get in free with the hoodie if you have a hoodie for the drive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on the set. Styles P, Dave East, they're performing.
Movie.
We're gonna have an amazing time. All right. So
Shout out to Hovain for making that happen. Let me shout out my babe, bro.
H.O. Word.
I figured since I had both of you here that we would do some good bar talk, some good maybe some good era top 5 talk. Why's top 5? What make that's like always the talk, right? Like
It matters.
like who's top 5? What's going on that's top 5?
Yeah.
That's it's like a standard.
Yeah.
Who got busy during what? You know what I mean, like who was really getting busy?
And who didn't handle their business?
Who was not getting busy? Like
You know what it
that
is?
always you can
Top,
see it.
because it's really always like a top. Because if you think about how many people rap, it's always really like a top 20.
Correct.
So to be in the top 5 of the top 20,
Got busy.
Important.
that means you like super elite. Or for even somebody in any category to consider you a top category, top 5 in a certain category makes you an elite. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just getting the head nod or acknowledgement. Because for you to get that means it came from the fans and your peers.
Can't buy it.
And your
You can't buy that. Like you can't. But like you can say you a lot of things. You can't just say you top 5
go
like
buy
that.
it. Okay,
Like, cause you can even say, yo, I'm the illest out. I'm the flyest. I'm the king.
I'm the freshest.
I'm the freshest. I'm the
But be
dopest. I got.
careful, but be
when that
careful.
top 5 talk come around, you gotta be like, what? Like,
Got a full
let me check
plate.
my own catalog.
Back of the room,
Let me look in the
man.
mirror and
Everybody
like,
get-
am I worthy of saying this? Like, whoever I rhyme next to say this. Like, you know what I
A lot of
mean?
artists that really get quiet.
When that top 5
Yeah,
talk come around?
yeah.
Talk come up, they not going, and it'll be your favorites. Like they ain't gonna jump out and say that I'm top 5. Like nah.
You know, I
Ain't that
think
crazy.
what has tarnished. Well, I want to say tarnished. I want to say what's helped. I think has tarnished the top 5 in deciding people. Sometime is, I think over the years, and you know, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. The pen game has become in question with several artists. Correct?
Definitely.
Definitely.
I think that's now. I'm curious to know what Styles P and Davies feel about this. If you have aid or help with your pen, is it totally moving you out of the top 5?
Automatically out of the top 5 in my eyes. Automatically.
Definitely
You
of
cannot- you
MCs.
can- if you, you cannot be.
Definitely of MCs.
You
you're
can't
out
be.
of it.
Yeah,
Out.
you out. You out.
You know what it is?
Wow.
This is where things went wrong. I'm gonna tell you right
Styles
now.
is nuts.
This is where things went wrong. It should be 2 top 5s categories
Okay.
One-
Me and you gonna do them today.
for bars,
Yeah, okay.
and then it should be another for status and like my status and because you could be in
How
top,
hot you are.
and how hot, yeah, like
how hot you are.
Like it should be like, you know,
should be a whole
because
nother
we don't really say this, but it's hip hop and then it's hip hop. Let's be real about it. Like
Correct.
we don't say this on any radio station, any mixtape, or any Twitter or anything. But it's a lot of hip hop going on out here, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But we're not calling it that. Like we're saying,
bunching
you
We're
can't
pushing it
mix
together.
up.
They
Yeah,
bunching
we
it all
pushing it.
together.
You
You
can't
can't do
put
that.
everything in one basket.
Can't do that.
That's where it's going wrong. So you mixing up status with talent,
Correct.
and you're not supposed to do that because the climate and the temperature is different out here. Like right now, like you know what I'm saying? Like
That didn't and the earlier, and when I say early, everybody, I mean really from the beginning, you know, the pen was practically the most important thing. You know, was how you described, articulate, or whichever word you want to say, like yourself and what you had to say through that microphone on what you wrote.
Because as you know, which many youth don't know, is before the MC was established, the DJ was really the cornerstone of hip hop.
Correct.
So for you to even to grab that mic and be able to talk while that DJ's rocking, now you got to be saying something that's intriguing to people, that's holding their attention, that's entertaining them, where you got the birth of the real MC. Like, okay,
Correct.
he gonna play this knocking beat. He gonna throw this break beat on. I know it's coming. I'm in this house party. The DJ's on the set. It's MC's in the building.
Everybody's looking.
Everybody's looking. The break beats are coming on any minute. Big beat, UFO, something's coming on. Big beat or UFO or something's coming on.
Yo, he's saying joints that are guaranteed house party chicken and potato salad mashes.
Yeah,
like it's good. Like
all
it mashes.
you gotta do is cover it.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is cover Big Beat or UFO. All you gotta do is stand there, shorty, and rock. And rock. And if you rock, then you good. We're gonna talk about you because now you entertain, and that's really the birth of the MC, which many people don't pay homage to and understand that. So they're not really understanding where the importance of you saying something worthwhile of people listening to come into.
And Styles, that meant you were eligible to move on to the next borough.
Definitely.
That like you wasn't national after that. You was you could move on to the next borough. You'll be accepted because we heard you crushing the other borough.
Yeah.
Now, can you handle the guy in our borough?
Yeah, word.
And where it would go? And so, you know, Styles, you know, there's that golden era.
Yeah.
Right? Where you just said about the break beats, UFO, who made it? Was on the 99 record. The record had 99 on it, and it was the big beat is by Billy Squire. For any of you people like trying to find what this is,
his homework, boy.
and Google Capitol Records in case that's a very important Cold Crush Brothers break beat.
He ain't reading that neither. He knew that.
That was that time. You had to kill that. Those come on, you better kill it.
So when you know, Styles, when in your beginning stage when you just loved it, you know, maybe before you start executing it, who are people in that golden era that was some of your favorites?
For me, my forefathers in rap, I always have to say would be Coogee Rap, Kane, Rakim, KRS, Ultramagnetic, Chuck D, Tribe Called Quest, Scarface, Chill Rob G, MC Light. It's so many because like before, like during that time, actually like hearing, as a youth, I remember like hearing Rakim, Kane, Coogee Rap, and KRS thinking it can't get no better than this.
It
like
won't.
Life,
It will
like
not.
Life, there's no way possible that that bars or life or this kind of art could be delivered again. And then I start seeing Lord Finesses, Special Eds, and everything coming about. So it was like, wow, like, you know what I mean? So for me, the forefathers of I feel what we do, what I personally do in the birth of the golden era would have to be Coogee, Kane, KRS, and Rakim.
That's like your top four. If you had to pick one more, so you're at Coogee, Kane, KRS, Rakim.
Fifth, I would go with wow, from that era.
That's always a hard one because you got Slick Rick is
because
there.
those four were so dominant.
That fifth is a hard one. I mean,
Slick Rick, Slick Rick, because his style was so fly. He was just fly. I didn't even have him in that category. He was just like to me, Slick Rick was just
his storytelling is
a storytelling. He was his own creation. Like he was more so
you said Kane,
Coogee, KRS, Kane. Fifth, I would have to
bars. We're talking bars.
Bars.
Ice Cube is kind of there for me a little
Cube's
bit.
definitely there.
He's there for me. He's there for me even on the NWA albums because his
He was
verses
hard. Cube
always
is definitely hard.
his verses always stood out.
Damn, that's a hard one, man. The fifth.
In terms of like
What's these years?
you said,
right here?
G-Rap. I'm a huge Lord Finesse fan.
I was gonna say because I said Lord Finesse has so many bars, and it was like that time where like I really respected how Lord Finesse did it because he came in that era of where you thought it couldn't really get no better, and then he was really talking heavy Bronx talk. He was talking Half Moon with the Fade. They got Nas, I Love You, and we always give Nas the credit for the Half Moon with the Fade. But Lord Finesse
Was on it early.
Was on
DJ
it
Mike
early.
Smooth.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. So,
That album.
it was crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, the whole DITC
Strictly for the
movement,
ladies.
DITC movement,
song.
period. I got to give Crackers credit too. Like they had a really strong movement. AG, Showbiz, got to show the whole. So it was like
You know,
it was really.
they
that
were ahead of
one, and then you had when Special had made. When I heard I Got It Made,
yeah.
like I don't like. When I Got It Made came out, I was like, whoa.
Overshadowed because Rakim was already out.
Yeah.
So it got overshadowed his
Yeah.
style.
But for the youth, I think it was like,
That
whoa.
that Chubb Rock bit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chubb. I'm just sorry, bro. Yo, Styles, he ain't bought his swag. It's still. I'm lying.
I can't do this to Chubb. I love Chubb Rock. Now that you said, but no, you know what it is? This is what I think it was. That was the camp of
Same camp.
Hitman Howie T.
Yeah.
That's Hitman Howie
Listen
T.
to some of them
camp,
Chubb
so
Rock records before
I think that's the
Special Ed
beat.
came out. Whole other place.
Chubb was nice though.
He was mumbling.
was
He was
nice.
mumbling before Special Ed.
Hold on, you got to. I don't want to go too old on him, but I ride the rap train almost every day. He made a whole alphabet joint, so Chubb Rock was very.
I remember. Yeah.
Very, very creative and out the box, but
Ahead of his time too.
yeah. You know who else I think was still a super dope LMC, he got caught up in after. Actually, this is gonna be my fifth, and it sounds crazy, but he's like, this is like Rakim after the Forefathers I mentioned, but right before Nas. Buckshot Into the Stage
absolutely.
was bars.
Wait a
We're
minute.
gonna pay some homage.
He had a summer.
We're gonna pay homage.
He had two
to
summers.
Buckshot.
Buckshot.
Into the
Wait,
stage.
niggas
was
always
a
fight me.
problem,
Niggas
dog.
always fight me on
That
this.
was hard.
Style, did he not have the crown for like two? It
He
was like
did.
two
That's
summers.
what I'm saying.
He had the crown.
I'm gonna pay some homage.
Nobody
and go
wanted smoke.
between the Forefathers and Nas. When Buckshot entered the stage, the BDIMCs, it was quiet for a lot of people.
Yo,
it was
wait,
quiet.
And
it was
that,
quiet.
That low end sound.
I was selling dope. I was on the train. I had Buckshot in the head. I ain't lying to you.
the album cuts.
Yeah, it was like, whoa.
It was
What is
Tribe
this guy
Called Quest.
saying?
It was Tribe Called Quest influenced the low end.
Hard.
The low end.
Low end. Yeah, Tribe 2. We never, and I just seen Q-Tip last night, my brother. I told him, this is gonna be a long conversation. I might got to light up.
we talking music.
Like Q-Tip, nobody gives Tribe the credit and the coolness for making the hood cool. To making the hood go, yo, hold on. I ain't always gotta shoot, sell crack, or do things. I can be fly and be smart, be fresh.
Like a couple
rock the
chicks.
party.
Yeah.
All that. I got like, you know what I mean?
Remember?
I think he did that. And then hold on, before even Tribe did that, we ain't giving Pooba enough credit. We ain't giving Pooba enough credit with like. There's a lot of credit I would give out tonight.
Pooba.
Grand
Tell you when he
Pooba,
caught the crown.
super ridiculous. He could have been the fifth.
No, yeah, absolutely.
He could have been the fifth. Not accredited enough. There's a lot of fifth mans on
We're
this
gonna
one.
do some crowns, right? LL always had like a crown, but it was like a superstar crown.
Yeah,
right.
he was the first superstar
And then
for us. Definitely.
Ra. I always felt Ra and Kane kind of like, I don't know, it could have, sometime it went a little back and forth, but I felt when those guys kind of went away, the crown, I think, did come to Grand Pooba. Like, this is like 89, 90.
Pooba
right?
was holding it.
Yeah, I would go Pooba. Who would you go? Kane?
I feel Pooba, but I feel like that was like 91, 92.
Well, I mean,
But it's after that era.
we're gonna be if we're gonna be 1,000. Kane and Rakim relinquished those crowns 89 into 90. They wasn't making what they should have been making, I think, those years. Am I saying it right? No, I mean, not to take anything away from anybody's music. So then I would say Puba's a slept-on crown because Puba was dope in, what was the group? He was,
Brand Nubians.
He was,
Nubian.
before that, Diddly
Master
Grand
Ceremony.
Poo. He was dope in that. And then he had, and then he kind of like a little break, then he kind of came back with that. So then we're into 90. So he would
Puba
have
had
to.
super bars.
Now, is Chubb Rock after Puba in terms
I would
of
say before.
before?
I
88,
believe-
89?
I believe Chubb Rock's before Puba, but it could have been around the same time. Yeah, because they was going back and forth, but I feel like Chubb Rock had his run before the
He had
Nubians.
his start. His
He had
stardom
his start
came.
before. He had his run before Brand Nubians had their run.
And I do feel like, and for
I
Grand,
believe.
it was a little
Could be
bit.
wrong.
It was a little bit more difficult for Grand Puba coming out of New Rochelle.
Definitely.
I think to get that respect,
Definitely.
bar wise. And then, so if we go into 90, you said some things I don't want to miss. I think Digging in the Crates was ahead of their time.
Definitely.
And I also think with Digging in the Crates, the machines like the MTVs, the BETs, the Hot 97, like the stuff wasn't running on autopilot yet for outlets.
For sure.
And I think that, in giving Buckshot that crown, which he did do and deserve, by time Buckshot was there, Gangstar, of course, had success before that, but there was an outlet. Like it was like daytime radio was starting to play hardcore.
Yeah.
During the day,
For sure.
which I think was dope. Do you remember when with Tribe Called Quest? Because you brought up Tribe Called Quest. I remember the music industry back then. You knew when Q-Tip was working, like Tribe was in the studio. Like somebody would just say, they're working on an album, and it would spread.
That word was spread though.
It would spread like real nuts, and then whenever they dropped their first record, off of every album, everything would stop.
Had to though.
It would be about whatever that single is.
Because they transcended from the streets to school.
Yeah.
They was one of them few groups that when you went to school, dudes at the lockers rocking them, gangsters, soft dudes, smart kids, the kids, the Jewish kids, the white kids from over there, the Spanish kids, everybody's rocking Tribe. And it was I think they was, well, first we got to give the credit to De La. I think De La started the native tongue and made the vibe what it was. But I think they were so creative and so out the box. Like 3 Feet High and Rising for me is one of the most best hip hop albums
Top
that
5
ever existed. But I didn't particularly want to be De La because I was in the mix in the hood with being so hood. Tribe somehow figured out a way to pull it off. They
flowers
fit
was
with
bothering
flavors.
us.
Like wait,
flowers.
they got a great New Balance. They've got good rugbies. They fitted is right. They fresh. They got the block party lit. There's girls around them. Hold on, wait. They smart. They ain't talking about crack shooting nobody, and they still had it popping. So I think they put such an effect on the city that just caused the natural, like the whole native tongue movement from Latifah to De La, Tribe, JB's. It put such an effect on you where you was like,
you wanted to do it.
okay.
You wanted to do
Like
it.
I was outside, like be honest, I was outside with crack. Like, but like I'm like reading books and getting self-educated because of course you got Chuck D, the God, the all giving you knowledge, but now Tribe's giving you knowledge, culture, and the basic like it was just a whole crazy and
the Law and Knock was
knocking, dog.
Was something.
The beats are crazy. You got a 40-ounce chocolate dirt, skunk, all kind of off-brand dark weed blowing. It's going down. You and your man's hoopty, y'all mad deep.
Dog,
Y'all mad deep. This is with mad people packing the whip. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mad deep.
Mad deep, dog. Like 7 of y'all. You cutting clash, you knocking tribe, going to weed spots, 40'd up, going crazy. Like I think that's the whole one. And we can't knock these kids. That's why I want to say, like, to all of you, keep doing what you're doing, but know your history and respect your culture.
Absolutely.
But we can't knock
Good
what they
times.
do, because I think the difference is between now and then is it's big industries involved. It's money, like sports involve us, cars, commercials, mainstream TV, movie. Everything involves hip hop in this era. Like it's the illest genre out. It goes every country, everywhere. Everybody's involved. When we grew up in it, Flex, it was our everything. That was our shit. Pardon my French, but that was our thing, because we didn't have nothing else.
Zero.
We had zero
and zero ways to express ourselves.
Yeah, so you didn't have no way to express yourself but throughout the music, because now as you could go somewhere in hip hop and white people gonna hug you and love you, praise you, clap for you.
Call the police back then.
Love you, yeah. Back
Get
then
off
you
the
look
block.
crazy. You gotta move. So for us, everything, I think that's the big difference, which the elders in hip hop gotta understand and respect the youth for. And then we just gotta make sure we spread the culture more and let them know, yo, this is your shit. It's gonna be here for you for years. We built this. It was built.
Handle it right.
Whoever built it for us built it for us. And everybody's involved, but it was built because we ain't have nothing. Like, I used to go outside like, yo, I'm going to school, and I really remember this. Like, I'm going to school, and I'm like, wait, I just heard KRS. You know what I'm saying? I just heard KRS. He told me about all kind of shit. Man, let me go to 25th and pick up a book. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to 25th and pick up a book, and now let me compare it to what they telling me in class. Because in class I feel like a piece of shit because my history ain't being taught to me. It feels awkward. Everything just feels funny. But now I got KRS, Rakim, Chuck D,
Got you through the
Tribe. They giving me identity. Now I know who I am. Now I know. Man, I'm super dope. I could dance. I could sing. I got soul. I could move. I'm gonna use this to get some money.
Word.
And back then, only on the weekend.
That's
Red
crazy.
Alert,
Red Alert,
Mr. Magic,
Mr. Magic,
Chuck Chill Out,
Chuck Chill Out, Marley
crazy.
Marl.
Molly Mall, and get your tape
and I
put the
lived.
tissue in it and get ready to record, because that's it, dog.
That's crazy.
Dave, it was 3 hours on both stations at the same time, and I based my whole evening on I gotta wash my car before 9. I gotta be posted up where I want to be posted up by 9. I got whatever I'm doing has to happen. But
Word.
there was also imagine you're on your block and you get slang because you're around your friends. But when these niggas was on, and I don't mean to disrespect, but when you heard Red Alert and Chuck Chill Out and Marley Marl and Magic, now I heard slang words. I heard what happened this week at a club. I heard what came out this week. It just kind of molded like into the
Put you in
into the
tune.
weekend to what
Put you in tune.
of what was going on
Going on.
And then that tape had to last you
till next
the
week.
next weekend. And then if your tape pop, you in the crib,
Fucked.
like, damn, you trying to tape the tape up to because that's what I think that's
crazy.
where bridging the gap comes in, because
Appreciation.
these kids don't really know that. Like, they don't really know we lived off of, yo, it's Friday and Saturday, couple hours, you gotta record this joint and it's over, dog.
Yep.
To next week. And you better have that tape, because you wanna stun on your friends.
In your
Your
car.
homie might not have that. Or it might be your job to have that. Like, you don't got the tape? Nah, tape pop.
yeah.
Now you
Ain't
going
my
to
type.
now you gotta go to Tower in the good store. You gotta get the TDK.
Yeah.
Don't get the cheap joint, dog.
the reader,
You gotta get the right tape. So I think, like, us as elders, and even like my age group, you gotta always look back and go spread the culture, like, because they don't really know that. Like, they don't really know, and you can't blame them for going, okay, I'm getting a bunch of money, and
Well,
I was never taught this culture,
and not caring.
and so, like, I don't care about it, and that's kind of our generation's fault. So these things got to be kind of learned.
something that Dave did that was traditional to Locks was
Rhyme,
rhyming.
Good.
But
Very good.
you didn't rush trying to move your success forward and take the cheat side roads.
Nah.
You know, I think that's the problem, Styles, with a lot of artists, is that if you have bars and you make good music, there is success.
Yeah.
Now, could it take 3 years instead of 3 months? Absolutely. But I think some people, you know what? And I don't want to take anything away from them, but I think though, in taking that short road, sometimes you're subject to a little more criticism.
Definitely.
In the later, because it goes, well, you
Especially if
shouldn't
they
be.
know you can rap.
And it's almost like saying to a person, "Oh, I know you're talented, but it took you 3 months, so I'm not concerned if you lost it in 3 months."
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you put in 2 or 3 years,
The quicker it come, the quicker it go.
Yeah,
That's how I always look at it.
And you definitely right, because they cared back then too.
Yeah.
Like now they're using these artists and everybody's like an A&R mattered back then. Like was it like, you know,
brought knowledge to the table.
yeah, like he brought knowledge to the table, different beats, finding your sound, hanging with you, trying to like see what you like, what you into. Like who's A&R'ing these kids? Shit is microwave, so nobody's A&R'ing it. They popping it in, popping it out, getting them out. They don't care about their family. They don't care about what's going on. Like, fortunately enough, we had DNY to understand.
Shout to them.
Yeah, shout to the riders and DNY and Siobhan to understand, all right, these are 3 kids from the ghetto. They work, they rhyme, they do crime. Like, you know, they ain't all kind of things, but they got a good head on their shoulders and they got a goal accomplished. So with that, they took into, all right, let's all try to develop together and see how we could grow and see what we could build and see what we could do. And then everybody who's playing their part, from us as the artists to being around, from us 3, the Locks, to Mace, to DMX, to Swiss, to PK, to Grease, to D, to Y, to Eve, to
Shout
Drag
to Dan
On.
Grease.
Everything's a machine. Like everybody care about everybody and they art.
Correct.
Like they art on what's coming out. Like when you come out, you want this to sound right, dog. Like you want people, because New York City, I think that's the feel of the city too. The feel of the city is different. Because
Yes,
back
it
then, New
is.
York really was like, all right,
It was raw.
it was raw.
Different, like
it was raw. Like, yeah, like, you know.
Way more. it
Like,
was
you
way
know,
more
you going to the tunnel.
like-
You going to the tunnel, you better be with a right crowd. You better be prepared.
Remember,
Go pull out a money bundle. I wish.
You know,
I
in the
wish.
tunnel.
I
In the
wish
tunnel?
that pull out this days was out in the tunnel days.
He
I
closed
wish
me.
that was out.
These niggas closed me for months.
I wish that was out.
What's the record y'all had out?
Wild out.
Wild out.
Yo,
They performed this in the
listen
spot.
to me, my brothers.
Dave.
If you would have came through,
These niggas,
like you can't be like New York was starving.
a nigga got scared. I was already closed for like a mad week. So this, imagine Wild Out's out.
Wild out went crazy.
It's going crazy. There's no club for us to go into now. And me like a dummy, I think I came back with the Locks and set this tone. They're doing the song. It get a little hectic. I can tell the story now. A dude in a wheelchair panicked, thinking, because everybody's coming to him, pulls out the burner
In the wheelchair.
in the wheelchair,
It went down.
Straight at.
shooting in there.
Start letting it off in the tunnel. Lit. Because you couldn't go to the bathroom.
Oh my
If
God.
you wasn't, they had a certain thing. Like, you remember the railway? You remember the railway, like on
Absolutely.
the side? If you wasn't G, you better not walk through that railway.
Until the party's over.
Yeah, you better not walk through that railway.
Oh, and now with your
They'll take
girl.
coat,
And now with your
your
girl.
sneakers, your chain. They'll grab your girl's ass. Like, you better be official.
On the walk.
And if they would have seen you with that money stack earlier, if it would have been $1,000 back then, you might have not made it in, dog.
Dave,
You might have not made it
Money
in.
Stack never came out in that
Never.
club. Unless I didn't see it. I'll tell you something. Remember DMX?
But
remember
that's a
the
beautiful
freestyle?
thing. That's a beautiful thing. Like I like to see that these youngsters can do that though. Like I mean, I think
you
that's
said
where the
that
balance always goes up and down because you couldn't have did that back then, but you would have respected the art way more. But now it's less violent and less respect for the art, so it's kind of weird.
Think about the money. The thing about the money stack.
Respect the bread.
The thing about the money stack. That's
you get your wig blown off.
You know, you could say what they could say what you want about Jay-Z, but Jay-Z addressing that money stack, it fucking slowed up. Like it took niggas went to the gram the next day, money stacking it, and then about a month the money stacks was gone because he showed them something, and not even that. It's like, and I want to be honest, I don't respect you when your bars are trash and you holding up the money stack. That's just for me, because then it's like that money stack was you never saw whack MCs counting money. You just it didn't go together.
It was just there.
It was but
I compare it to the dudes that scam, that bust checks and do that, and then the dudes that's really in the field pumping. And it's a different. Them is two different lives.
things.
You both getting to it, but you really coming up. You know what I mean? I gotta really come out here and you know what I mean? I'm going through something else.
My only thing against it is you setting yourself up to be lined.
Quickly.
That's what my really thing is. Because if you want to live your lifestyle and live fast and live glorious, because you don't got to really, like, that's part of it. Because some people like throwing money. Some people like showing their shit off in certain ways with what they buy and what they wearing and how they have it. But the thing is you as a young businessman who's out there, especially a lot of y'all who's claiming to be G and living a false life that you're not really living. When you saying you like about when you know, because a lot of us, when it come to hip hop, a lot of dudes stuff really like to talk that talk. But when you outside and you on a gram and you showing that money stack, and homie who's 2 months behind on rent, you know, he owe the plug a little money. His baby mom's doing bad. Everything's going rough.
He's starving.
You can get lined. Like you can get lined for that. Like I used to be a stick-up kid, so I mean, that's why when I mean, not to be proud of that. I never stuck up a woman or child. I want to say that on air. Let's
be clear.
I want to say that on air.
It was more of a store, like if you had it kind of person. I'm
borrowing it.
Yeah, like I'm coming for you. But you got to really think about like how you set yourself up and how the hungry are. That's one thing we do in rap. Like we often get money and forget where we're from. And I think that's where part of big New York culture, hip hop has been lost, because we used to find a way to manage being fly and saying we made it, but recognizing those who didn't.
Correct.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, all right, dog, I'm not looking down on you because you can't afford something, because you ain't as fly as me, or your sneakers ain't as fly as mine, or your gear ain't. Like, I'm not looking down on you. I know the struggle.
Word.
I think that's what we have lost in the newest culture, like of rap.
Everybody
it's
teasing
more
like
I'm doing better than you.
If you showing that bread, that's like like
See,
you just teasing like to the people that ain't got it or might never ever see that money like that.
Nas,
and you making it every other day, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nas could have, and you know what too, Dave, correct me if any place of the story feels, you know, I saw your songs, you had like 5 or 6, and I think you had Nas on one of your songs, but I think I asked somebody and they told me you were Nas's artist.
Yeah.
And I don't see, I think Nas styles upheld what he believes an artist should sound like, and put his hand on something that consisted of talent. And I think that, I don't think, and I don't want to speak for Nas, but I don't think he would put out a rapper that wasn't talented. I just don't think that would come out of his camp. So I think somewhere along the line, somewhere in the cycle of artists, maybe co-signing artists, or also, see, SoundCloud, man, I'm gonna keep it at just 1,000, man. I hope I have it. Like, SoundCloud, YouTube, radio can be bought. You know, it can really, really be bought now. And there can be you can buy followers and you can buy likes. So a guy could come out on one particular weekend and buy 1 million YouTube views. He can buy radio that it's spinning that weekend, and he can buy, you know, everything else that comes with it. And I think somewhere along the line there's been I don't want to say a line skip like you're skipping anybody, but there's been something where, oh, I don't have to be super talented to get to a crowd of 3,000 people and make them scream.
Yeah.
And I think there are some artists that really don't uphold that.
It's actually not even to cut you off, Flex. It's actually harder now if you are a lyricist or you are, like, especially as a new artist, that's harder.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't got something that everybody can repeat, if you got to actually listen to what I'm saying through a whole 16, like, I could count on one hand the artists that are mainstream that do that. You know what I mean? So besides that, I feel like the thought on the timing of things, I feel like everything drops so quick. One mixtape come out Monday, then somebody else drop Tuesday, and then somebody else drop Wednesday. And it's like people dropping all week, so you don't even really have time. Even if it's your favorite artist, you gonna get it, but you be like, you know what? I'm gonna knock his shit on Thursday. Like,
you gotta impress them.
I'll play it later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play all this other music that I just want to see what's out. So before, like when they would drop, I was on that for the next however long, like the whole summer. I'm knocking that shit. Like now it's like it's popcorn. There's so much come out. It's hard to really buy in or really become a true fan. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's somebody that got substance or you could buy into their story. A lot of these dudes that be having them joints come out and they lit in 2-3 months, they ain't got no story. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what exposes them when they gotta upkeep with the music and you go, damn fam, you kinda gave me this on your last shit. Or you gave me this on the shit before.
You didn't heard it already. Like with me, I like to hear growth in the artist. I like to hear if your man died, I don't wanna hear you talk about that.
How it affected you.
Now I want to hear that change in your music. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through something with your girl or your family, I want to hear that shit in your music. I don't want to hear just you high, drunk, pilled up, like all the time. Like, it's no way. That's why I say you got club music. How long you in the club? An hour, 2 hours max?
About
It's 24 hours in a day. You got another 22 hours in a day. What you listening to? We want to hear some shit that's helping you get through that day. If you ain't paying that rent or whatever you going through, any walk of life, your boss tripping, whatever you trapping, whatever's going on, you want some music to help you get through that shit. Everybody can't go to the club and turn up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got money to go to the club.
They're
and
turning up on the gram though.
Yeah.
But on the gram you can front.
That's where the thing
front on the
is. Like
gram.
we didn't have that, so that sense of reality. Like you gotta really like
Nobody want no smoke if you on the gram.
Yeah, times is different. Like now, like me as an elder, I just try to stay cool and look at everything like times change. Times is different. Like we ain't have time to live on the gram. Like dog, if I'm gonna get popping, I gotta get popping in your face, and you gotta spread the word. Other than that, I'm dead.
I'm dead
out here. Like, if I can't go, when I step outside, like a kid could go right now, like, I can't even give this advice no more. Like, back in the 90s, they used to ask, early 2000, how I get hot. Grassroots, dog. If you step out your crib and they ain't calling you in each direction, like when you turn around, this block, 4 directions, they ain't checking for you in a 10-block radius each way, you ain't hot.
Not hot.
You suck. When somebody else nice come around, if they don't come searching for you, looking for you, going, whatchamacallit who's nice is around,
Word.
you ain't him. You didn't make it. You not that, dog. You just, let me call somebody we want to see this. That's
Yeah.
not the case no more. You don't got to do that. Like, you could get right in you could go make the shit in your crib.
You don't gotta leave your house.
No engineer.
You could get lit, never leave your
You could do the video
Your first
on
time you
your
leave the
phone
crib, you could be going to
over
that
the
label.
computer, upload it, every site. Your man's gonna do the same. You lit. It's over.
some
So we
t-shirts,
can't really we gotta just tell them I don't really know what to say. Some days I sit back and I'm just really happy that they making money. And then I gotta really face the reality of the situation at its different times. Like things are moving so fast. Like come on, Flex. Like think about it this way. When we was coming up, if I had a phone, I had that phone for a year at least.
Strong.
Maybe 2 years, right? Maybe they got a new iPhone every week.
Number for
they got
like
a new
10
Samsung every
10
week.
years.
They got a new Jordan every week in
That's
10
when you
different
remember
colorways.
niggas' numbers, like,
A
I
new
don't know
Boost,
nobody number.
a new When did you ever hear standing on line for sneakers?
Yeah, and you didn't have access to those. You didn't
I had
have
good
access
parents
to
to
those.
have sneakers back then. If I sell crack or my parents really cared and got a good job, I'm dead in the water with these sneakers. That's it. There's no
Now,
line or nothing. I either got it, my parents got it, and they in stock. They in stock, dog.
They got 'em.
They in stock.
They got 'em.
Ain't no run out. Ain't no run to this store. Ain't no hype beast. You got
No
a good
flight
cadet.
club? No flight
Ain't no
club?
flight club. Ain't no none of that.
That's crazy.
Ain't no restock. Run those.
Run those.
What size? Yo, Money, what size are those? Yo, Money, what size are those?
Yo, you know,
Kidding me?
when you said that, you know, you touched on the drugs. You know, Styles, the biggest switch over, someplace along the line, Styles, the user became more important.
And the pumper.
Ace was speaking about that.
I was like,
outside.
That's who's cooler now.
it's on like.
If you sell
Shocked me.
the
That's
plug,
the-
the plug ain't
Threw
in
me
no
way
more.
off.
The plug is no longer.
I've never.
Plug not in no more.
Styles.
It's the fiend. It's the custody.
Got the answer for you, Flex.
Custody is
I was-
lit.
I got
I
the
was trying to
answer for
figure
you.
it out.
I got the
Custody is
answer for you.
lit.
You want to hear the answer?
Yes.
Everything goes in cycles, right? Kids pay attention to history, what goes on. When Kane, Rakim, Coogee, and KRS, like I told you, was out, we understood from our parents, our block, our aunts, our uncles, our family, our friends. Don't be a crackhead. Don't be a cokehead.
Early
Don't
on.
be a dopehead. There's
Early.
no way you could do
Nothing
that.
cute about it.
Glory
Right
was
about
in
it.
being a drug dealer, not using the drug. That was never cool. Then it got to the point where rappers made so much money, which is a great thing, where dudes who usually would start wanting to sell crack, which I think is beautiful, start going, hold on, I can rhyme. Print up some T-shirts, shoot a video. Let's get the whole block here. We selling this.
Nigga said, let's get the whole block.
Get the
Everybody
whole block.
pop
get the-
out, 5
get the
o'clock.
whole block here.
Meet me
We
here.
selling this. So when everybody stopped, they didn't really have to depend on drugs no more to make money, and it became a hip hop lick or a different kind of
You
lick.
had to make to
new
go to the
crack.
studio to do everything you need to do.
that, you had to
somebody
make it
had to
lick.
be doing what they
So,
doing. Correct.
Then, like, you know what I'm saying? Now you doing that, and it's less people selling drugs, and they not really out there where they watching the users. They making moves. They out there. They got T-shirts. They got headbands. They got incense. They got rap groups. They got videotapes. They got
Incense?
squad. They got gang. They lit. It's litty. It's turned up. Everything. So they ain't selling drugs. So they ain't selling drugs. So they ain't looking at the fiend.
The fiends.
Yeah, they ain't looking at the fiend like I don't got to be the fiend.
You ain't
So
seeing
then
none of
they
that.
went back to going, oh, we living like, you know, everything goes back in time.
They start buying it.
Rockstar.
Then they start going to rock star stereotype.
Yeah.
But they forgot our era. We didn't use it. We just wanted to look like rock stars,
Yeah.
party like rock stars.
They didn't wear
but it
full-
stopped at a 40
full-blown
and weed.
Jimi
40
Hendrix.
weed and liquor, that's where it stopped. Somebody offers you pills or coke or something crazy. Hell no.
No.
Trying to ruin my whole life.
Yeah.
They trying to ruin my life.
Coke was an expensive, like a super expensive
I feel
drug.
like we just seen it different. Like with me, I had actual uncles and family members that was smoking crack. So I always saw that shit one way. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I could never ever, like, if anything, I'm gonna sell this shit. Like, but I don't even want to know what it tastes like, smell like. Get that shit away from me. Like, that was always my take on it. So I feel like now, with that the rock star shit, like he's saying, I feel like they really buying into that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like the way Ozzy Osbourne and all them was fucking drugged out on some real rock star shit. Now I feel like that's the cool thing with the music. And I feel like it also, like we were saying earlier, it also kind of hides the fact that you really ain't
Got it.
hot.
Yeah, I would
really
never
don't,
speak
you really,
on nobody.
really,
Yeah.
I
You
don't be
got
wanting
it.
to, like, I love everybody, like, but I feel like that really kind of, I'm twisted, or I'm gonna make this because this is what I could do. I know I can't fuck with that. So I'm gonna talk to these high motherfuckers over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that really kind of is like a it's like a screen.
Picking an easy lane.
It's a screen,
to
yeah. It's a
stay in
screen.
it and
Yeah.
to then
It's a screen.
I do like I mean, of course, I like Cole.
Cole's dead
I
nice.
I like Kendrick,
Nice.
And you know, sorry, I like I like Drake, and when I say I like him, meaning I like the before Drake, before I knew whatever I knew, and I like the after. I think I would have held him in a different place if it was all, you know, official. And I know I've been hard on him, but I mean, I do like him. I like what he's about. I like who was it? Some of the he used to be signed to Dame, and I know he just Spig. I know his gram is it Spig Andretti.
Currency.
I like
Spitter.
I like current.
Spitter.
I like
Yeah.
currency. I just
Spitter.
I like what he stands for. I mean, I love and I love Don Q. There's no way, Styles, and I've never asked him before. There's no way that he does not know. Like when I met him and heard him, I thought of you 1,000% of with Don. Just that raw, you know, raw and the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his. I mean, I think
Me too.
I think there's good talent,
Yeah.
and I think that there's a lot of guys staying on that path, which is good. But you know, I guess it's trap is what we call it, right? I mean, I don't know the right name for turn up. Is trap? What is it like?
I'm all the way
It's
lost.
trap emo.
You asking the wrong person with me. I'm all the way out of it.
I feel
know-
like where you from, Flex, this is me. I feel like where you from should depict your music. Now, I don't care what beat you on, what, like, you can always, you don't got to stay in your box where everything you make sound like your block. You know what I'm saying? But when I put on the Migos, they sound like they're from Atlanta.
Correct. You see what it,
You feel what
I
I'm
do
saying?
not think that they are the greatest group of all time. That type of talk is taking me to a bad place. I want to be like, I love what they deliver.
That's because
I think
you know
for
what
our,
it is,
I think
Flex?
for our
I
rap
love
You know
era,
what it is? Because we're older.
yeah, I think
Like,
for
you know
our
that-
rap era, like if you talk to
I love
somebody
it.
that's 16, they don't know.
It might-
they
it
don't
might
know
be-
nothing about
Yeah.
this conversation.
It might be.
So they will say, nah,
Like I'm
they
gonna
the
give
greatest.
you my thing. Like
I respect
when they was first popping, like somebody asked me, like, "Yo, P, they saying they the greatest group ever, locks, yada yada yada." I looked and I say, "Dog, it's a different standard. Like how I'm gonna be mad at the Migos? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't in the same age. We not even going by things with the same categories no more. So people are really having arguments that's kind of invalid. Like, it's kind of like, if Migos was out when we were out, you wouldn't have compared us. It's just no way
Correct.
you would have done it.
I
Like,
don't know
there's
if they
no
would've-
no
I
way
don't know
because you would say
That
like
wasn't the sound of Atlanta at
I
the
think
time. It was
now-
Outkast, which was talent and bars.
yeah. And then the young people, you got to understand, they don't know as much history as our generation. They wasn't raised off of. You got to understand, like, they look at you now, like, I expect to have to work a lot of times out of the year just to make it make sense to even get a nice buzz, because that's a fact. I mean, I'll be 44 next month. I don't expect the 20-year-olds and the 17-year-olds and this to know me. That'd be me hopping out of the pocket, me being like, and for them to understand the culture that I come from and how I was raised, that's like way out of pocket. And I think a lot of elders in hip hop, like a lot of us are out of pocket. Like, we not really looking at what these kids came up on, how they came,
What hip-hop is
what's
for
in
them.
their household,
Word.
what technology included and added to it, what the internet did. Because you got to think, when we came up, you know the slang from the Bronx. When you go to Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, here and there, you bump into your man here and there, you get the slang.
In 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds. But now,
Get it.
you get on the internet, you get the London slang right now. Cali, London, ATL,
Dubai,
Miami,
Africa,
Texas.
however they
Then they're
talking.
going to do all the drugs and smoke from everywhere, mix it all up. It's no identity. So you can't really blame
Hip-hop.
the youth for not, like, I'm like the really reason I go hard for the youth is because I feel like it's our generation's fault. Like, you got to do some
yes,
things
I
the whole
agree.
part of
Yes,
it is
you're
our
right.
fault. You got to do things to go, hey,
Large portion.
this is what happened. Like, When we was getting them bags,
we learn by looking.
Yeah.
But that's kind of not.
Like this is hip hop. Like I just want to say this out loud.
I feel like they looking on the internet now.
I'm guilty too. I'm not. So I don't want nobody to feel bad about my next statement because I'm very guilty of it too, personally myself. But in hip hop, if someone with all of this money going around, with all of these people, I'm not talking about the young people because that's not their responsibility because they may not even know the name I'm just about to say. But this is what causes you to lose culture and people to lose where they forgot. We are all guilty. Why does Kool Herc have any problems?
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why does certain people have any I mean, it's inevitable you're gonna have problems.
But Kool Herc is not just he's not just a fourth founder. He shaped the culture, like 1,000% shaped it and said, "Hey, I'm not going to talk over these disco records." Now, Kool Herc is from the Bronx. I'm not going to talk over this disco. I'm gonna find these records that make me feel good or how it feels like it. If I was to rap, this is what I want to feel like, because he was coming from a DJ perspective. Yeah. So he gave a shape and sound to people like Flash, Bambaataa, and that neck, and Grand Wizard Theodore. He gave him the next wave. And you're right,
because if you don't care about your own,
correct, you're right.
That's like if you got a family, right, and you got a sick uncle or sick grandpa. Somebody gotta watch him. Somebody got to be around and say, all right, who gonna go to the store? Who gonna feed them? Who gonna do this? Not saying that Kool Herc's in that position because that's my man here. Not saying that, but we don't take enough time to acknowledge ourselves, like in what we do. Like whoever's making the most money never takes time to sit down with each other and say, all right, let's build something. Like the mobsters figured out a way to build a union back in the days. All right, we fucked up. They ain't giving us this money. We're gonna do this construction thing. We're gonna build a union. And this guy gotta
go because he's making.
And he gotta go because he's taking too much money. We're not like we don't have none of that. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like they showed us somewhere we could get a lot of money, and that came with the golden era. Mm-hmm. We gonna throw y'all bags, and niggas was like, whoa, wait, this is kilo money. I don't have to sell a kilo, and I could get this amount of money
from this.
This. So it's like, all right, a lot of people just kind of branched out, kept going bigger and doing bigger things, but. I suggest to the younger generation, y'all respect what y'all doing now and hold each other down and build foundations that's where it's gonna keep going solid. So when your time is up, you can say we built something and we still lit and we get money from somewhere.
You see how you said Kool Herc, Styles?
I love Herc. I had to say that because
I'm a big fan of Herc.
I love Herc personally. That's my I consider my uncle. I have deep talks with him when we speak.
I get disappointed in people from our era before me, the era during me, the era a little bit after me, because with the internet and Twitter and the gram, I look on my social media every day and witness someone lying about what their participation was in this game.
Yeah.
And from OGs that I wouldn't expect it from.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of this it's part of the I want to word this right down. It's part of, man, if you are part of something, it doesn't cost you or take anything from you to include the other 4 people that were in it.
Definitely not.
And that solidifies yourself, because then that person says, yeah, I was there, he was there, he was there. Oh, he was there too, but it was a different time period. And I always look at people trying to change the history book through the internet. And you had said earlier about the rap game, and I hold it on a higher pedestal than R&B and pop, because and why not the kids, why artists, I don't care what area you come from, should have a certain respect for talent, is because R&B, it's fine for someone else to write it or whatever it is. The next hot person is always decided on who the kids feel is better.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Whether in all the genres, group genre, rap genre,
1,000%.
woman rapper
better?
genre
Yeah.
is who
1,000%.
There's always competition, like
who's-
forever.
or who are they? Who I feel I am into more at the present moment. Your number one may go down to the number 2 or the number 3, but so. What bothers me when that thing is said is I feel like artists now want to get popular, to get a huge social media following, to then start spitting out nonsense and then say my followers are gonna reinforce that. But this is a competitive sport. It's like boxing, man. Like it's who knocked who off
But
last.
you know what it is? There's really no outlets for that. Like you got to come up here to spit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain. It's only certain spots. Before, anytime the camera came out, you wanted to hear. whoever it was
That's
rap.
how those DVDs were based off.
You know what I'm
of.
saying? Like you wanted to hit. Nah, I don't want to hear none of that interview. I want to hear them. You know what I mean? So I feel like with that not being the go-to thing no more, like cause you seeing the people that don't gotta rap is touching real bags. Like they bag is a little different. Like you know what I'm saying? So to somebody
It's
that
different,
spit,
meaning it's less that bag. It's less than
Not
it's less than the person who's fudging it, or do you feel like that?
I feel like right now, new artists, if just speaking in general, a new artist come out spitting some lyrical shit, and then Lil Pump drop some shit. Lil Pump gonna see way more, much more money.
Yeah, it takes longer.
He's gonna see much more money, much like it's to the like I just seen this shit with him and Kanye. I'm like, it just anybody gravitates to what's lit, what they feel is lit, what they wake up, turn their internet on, or they gram and they see what's lit. It's like, all right, I don't want to fuck with that. Cause that's getting the most views.
I want to be honest.
That's getting reposted the most.
I feel.
You feel what I'm
I
saying?
don't want to say the wrong thing. I feel Lil Pump is one of the top 5 worst rappers
He's not a rapper though.
I've ever heard.
I don't feel like he's a
No
rapper.
disrespect to him
Because
hope
when
he's not taking that, but I really do.
I love
That's
this me. My thing, Flex.
You know.
I love what he doing because I feel like I wish I could have been that age getting that money.
Okay.
So I respect it. Like, you know what? If anything, you motivating kids that age to want to get to some real paper.
But don't look down on
I
the
gotta
bars.
get up on Lil
When I-
Pump.
Look
when I
down
don't-
on the
when I-
bars. Never.
There's so many
That's the-
little
that's
guys
the
out
thing I
there.
don't-
That's the Gucci gang. Gucci gang. Gucci gang.
I know him.
That's- yeah.
You know what it is?
That's
There's
what I
so
don't
many
like, Dave.
littles out.
I don't
I respect
but
that.
you-
I'm
because
confused. You can never. I feel like
It's 1,000
that's my
little
thing.
dudes.
If you were one of them new dudes,
he's
like that,
absolutely looking down
that's my
on
thing.
bars.
If you one of the newer guys,
10,000%.
and you know you don't spit, you know you don't come from no
Stay in your
spitting
fucking
background.
lane.
Make your money. Don't even like if somebody asks you about a rapper, don't even respond. Like
Saying you like it,
like,
you're good,
no,
so
I
you're
love
a
it,
fan,
like,
nigga.
But you
That's it.
gotta leave that. You gotta. It's two different. It's hip hop and then it's hip hop. Like he was saying. Like I feel like that's the split right there. You can't bunch fucking certain people with certain people. I feel like
Don't
like
work.
with me and Dawn is natural. Cause
Same lane.
I'm listening to him. He listening to me. It's competition. You get what I'm saying? Every time I hear him spit, it's like, I gotta come with some shit. When he hear me, he gotta come with some because he know East might smoke me on this shit. I know Dawn might smoke me on this shit.
So we gonna keep
So
the
we
bar
got-
up
That's
here.
how me and his whole album went. I'm not letting P leave me on one
Yeah,
record.
we went about beloved.
You get what
We
I'm
went
saying?
about beloved like that.
I'm not letting you leave me, and I know you
Straight up.
ghost, you all of that. You're not
Yeah.
leaving me on not one song. So that's just the competitiveness in me. That shit is gone.
You know what's incredible?
It's about bread now.
You know what's
and jewelry.
incredible about the locks? I had to point out to someone. We were in the room and we were talking locks talk. You know, you have Chic, Styles, and Jada. Now you know Jada a lot gets the okay. What's going on with Jadakiss? But it's almost like a Jordan, damn near Pippen, damn near Kobe on one team because then. If you kind of look at, you start going down the line, even as you know, you're just Chic and Styles, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, bro. You know, better than so many people out there. You know, which is because we compare y'all to each other. We don't go outside the three of y'all. If
Yeah.
we're listening to a lock song, we're going, yo, Chic,
tell you-
man,
that tell you right there,
Styles,
though.
yes, you know.
If you ain't comparing them to other people, y'all come on, man.
You,
Like, you know what I mean?
you don't really do that, and what's great about you know, I don't want to say bars, I want to say writing is I love the art of hearing someone describe what their life is like past and present and now.
Yeah.
And I don't want, and if that's being taken away from me when I'm spending my money, I need a disclaimer, bro. That's
It's
number
like
one.
you know what I compare it to, Flex? Movies. When you pay your money for that ticket at the movie theater, you want to go watch a good movie. You want the plot to be there. You don't want it to end whack. Like
If it's not a biography, let me know.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to know. If this is
ain't
not a
about something-
biopic.
If this is fiction, non-fiction, I need to know. All right, y'all made this up.
Yeah,
This is
and I'll take it the same way.
this is
I'll spend my money the same way.
Oh, this is Goodfellas.
But
You know what I'm
Dave,
saying?
what
Like-
bothers me is if you tell me this is a biopic, I'm comparing you to other biopics.
biopics.
Yeah.
That's my
Other
problem.
biopics,
And then if you know you're lying to me, like I'm concerned. That's like my biggest. I'm concerned because you're duping me.
Yeah.
Good. You know why that
Spinning.
is, Flex? Because you're from the era of competition. Like that's how we really went about Beloved like that. Listen, we got a common goal. But listen, young fella, you the young fella. You got the city now. I'm the veteran. They respect what I do. But there's a lot of young people who don't know me who's gonna listen to this. As is like, we ain't coming in here to be lollygagging around, playing with each other, like laughing, ha ha.
None of that.
I'm gonna try to smoke you, and you're gonna try to smoke me.
Might have took-
That's gonna
And
bring
that-
the best quality.
And out of
product.
doing that,
Flex, we might have took 2 picks. The duration of the album of us recording. You know, every time somebody in the studio is, it was.
yeah, everybody,
we got
put your
right to
phones
it.
down.
on that,
Put your
you know, on
phones
that
down.
lit.
Put your phones
We
down.
got right to it.
Yeah, put
Every
your
night,
IG
like-
You
away.
know, the lit. When I heard the back and forth, I wanted to say, "All right, Dave, this is a crucial area right here, my nigga. I've seen this back and forth happen for years. This cannot get fucked up." Like, when it first went back, like I'm listening, and I was like, "All right, is this okay? I'm in a good space. This is making me feel great." You had to be, my nigga. There's no way you
I was
had
waiting for that though. I was waiting. for
He
that.
was hungry.
Waiting
If
for
I
that.
get into that back and
I
forth
was waiting.
rotation,
He was hungry.
Damn,
I've
if he let
arrived.
me do that.
I've arrived.
Lie. He invited the back and forth.
I was waiting. I said, people.
That's what I said. Oh, I said okay.
Want no your
He
verse,
ready.
My verse. We going back and
Oh
forth.
yeah, we gonna get to
Love
it.
you for
Yo, I
it.
see
Yeah.
niggas, my nigga, I see niggas dying there.
Die. It's maybe.
Cause that's how it's
only saw
supposed to
Kiss
be,
do it with
dog.
I only saw Kiss do that with him. Just
Well,
in the history of life, like
you know,
one person.
Me and
Biggie-
Siegel got a great. Me and Siegel got
Beans,
it.
Beans,
Me and
facts.
Beans got a great
But
one.
you and Kisses, that shit is like.
And you know,
what I'm saying? I had to-
Biggie and Jay was
Crazy,
Scary.
Nas and AZ,
Nas and AZ was
Give Nas
absolutely
and
tough.
MOP
Scary.
incredible with it.
EPMD, yeah,
That's the-
absolutely.
hold on,
Scary.
that's the forefathers.
Which is
four-
tough.
Doug is slick.
Mean.
Cause it got
Ghost
Ghost
and
and Ray,
Ray.
of course. It has to be an essence with
Ghost Ray was tough.
it. It has to be an essence. Smith and Wesson.
Smith & Wesson's tough, absolutely.
It has to be an essence with it when you do it. What I felt like, I felt like with Beloved, we went about it that way. Like, listen, we said it just like this. We're gonna hold down our city.
Gotta hold it down.
have to.
We said we're gonna hold down our city. This ain't the sound of the city. Like I hold down the sound of the city. Like, but I'll be 44 next month. I don't give a fuck really that much. Except my fan base. I got a lot of young fan base too and all
The
that.
reason- but
it's-
because
I've
you have
been here
bars is why you're even
I've
here
been
now,
here
bro.
a long time and it's like, all right, we know you got bars. It's good. But I felt like East, like, yo, we doing this together. You're the future of New York. You're carrying a torch. You're carrying the flag. You're carrying tradition. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna spar. Steel sharpen steel. We're gonna drag the best out of each other. It's no breaks. It's no taking off. But none of this friendly shit. None of this over. Like our friendly
Go
time
hard.
is outside of the booth. So we was working out together. We was smoking together. We was eating together.
Beat come
His
on.
squad, our squad. Beat come on. Everybody else stay out there.
talking no more. I'm just like,
Everybody stay out there.
He going to.
Hooves or Dazel in the recording the joint.
We ain't even talking no more.
And it was like,
I know what the
he
song
laid
about.
some.
Whatever he going there and started with. All right, that's what we talking about. Cool.
And by the time
been kicking
by
it
the
at that
time
point.
I started going, whoa, I'm getting a little old. By the time I got out the booth, this nigga got his shit ready. Then I started going home stretching, hot
Hey.
baths. I start jogging. I said, this shit is real. Because you gotta, like, it was more so of like, we want the whole New York to feel this. Like, we want the new New York to feel this, and we want the old New York in the middle of that
But
to
his
feel
pace, Dave's pace is where the game is now. You know, like
what I said. It's his league.
The pace of it, like the outcome
the drop.
of the two of you,
Yeah.
is pretty much equal. But the pace on how it getting from A to B, I noticed that with MCs and with DJs, if you keep the young ones around you, you notice yourself going, no, nigga.
Yeah, I started saying, holy.
We're gonna stay.
I said,
I ain't
man.
gonna let you gap up on me.
Getting up out of here.
Like, I wanna ask you guys, because we agreed that top 5, KRS, Kane, Rakim, maybe Ice Cube, and you said another name. I know I'm
Ice
missing
Cube.
somebody.
Yeah, Buckshot.
Puba,
Oh, Buck.
Puba.
Yeah,
Well,
Buck.
it's a lot of a lot of that fish spot is up for
You
grabs.
know what? There should be a 90s category.
Yeah,
would be
definitely.
who? It would be like 90 to 94 would be
It was
Buckshot,
Buckshot,
right?
definitely.
Puba,
Guru.
Guru. Yeah,
Can't
okay.
forget Guru. He was
Yes, absolutely.
he was going darts.
And then now he's there for me, and I want to know what Tretch is there for me. I know he had the marketing and his early songs, but I mean, there was some songs on there, bro, that I really like the bars. So Tretch is one of the people for me. Who else are y'all feeling? That 90 to 94, because Big's not there yet. Nas ain't there.
9-4, Nas wasn't there yet?
Light was a
Nah,
problem.
yeah,
Illmatic
but
came
I
out,
think Nas. I don't think he
He's
was a
baby.
crown holder as yet. I think it
new.
was
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wu. But who?
When
All
Wu
right.
came out, it was crazy. When the Wu came
People
out,
shoot me down when I say meth, so I'm gonna shut up. It was the new
man, when Meth came out, it
People
was
shoot me down.
crazy.
To Cal, all that was retarded.
People shoot you down when they said,
Yeah,
Hell no.
Because
They wasn't there.
Because
They
some
ain't see
people
it.
know the different. Some people know, not unfortunately, but just history. Some people know the Def Jam method, man, is very different from the protect
Wu,
your
yeah.
neck.
Like Meth with Red
Meth.
was a whole different.
It's just
yeah, it was
different.
different.
It's just
it's way different.
He grew. You know, like
Yeah.
like he's one of those artists that grew. So, I guess.
they don't know tall, nappy headed from the block, smoked out. See
Oh.
that shit with the rhythm meth.
Remember his dance, yo, and
Crazy.
he was gliding in that early video. You're like, yo, he was gliding
Easily.
That's
Oh
crazy.
Easily
man.
on him.
Ray,
Ray and Ghost was crazy, dog. Ray and Ghost and
I'm gonna give
and
Ray.
then
We
Swag
gotta
was
give Ray
crazy.
his space. We gotta give Purple Tape space.
Space.
Ray
Yeah.
space.
Swag was crazy.
But Ghost was all Ghost was like
But tell a Ray
Wallabies and all,
story.
they whole swag
that shit was
different.
crazy,
I was
dog.
playing Who Shot You, but I know I'm giving up my age. I'm playing Who Shot You on the radio. Nigga Ray called the warm line, and I want to make. I may not have my Biggie record right. I was playing Biggie. He said, "Flex, you like that, huh? You like that?" I said, "You like that?" I said, "Yeah, I like it. This is hard. This is hard." Next week, he gave me Incarcerated Scarfaces.
It was crazy.
I said to him, "Bruh."
That was hard.
Now, the hardest line in there is when he says, "Peace, Connecticut." Because Connecticut was so fucking wild at the time. So that was on his radar of
Yeah.
how wild Connecticut was. I was
I
like,
think Ray and Ghost.
oh my
The whole
God.
Wu. See, that's what made him so flavored. Like Meth was that dude. Because a lot of people don't know that. It was like Wu came out. Meth is that dude. It was like they just passed it on, and then they gave you a different piece of the pie every time. Then you had Meth, and you had Ghost and Ray. Then you had Jizza. Like they just had.
Dope.
They just had so they had like I just that was the time I was saying to myself, please God let me get on, just please. Like I just want to be on. Like I just remember going to college, me, Sheik, and Kiss.
What college you went to?
Westchester. Was, they did a couple more semesters. I made it one semester, and I went to
Look,
county
look,
jail.
look. Stop. One and
Immediately.
done. I'm one of them now.
Semester county jail. It was over.
Did Mary?
in the pen.
Did Mary? It was. I
Mary
always hear
passed
the story that Mary passed it to Puff.
Mary passed that tape to Puff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I remember Warlocks.
Yeah, we was the bomb squad before we was the Warlock.
Now what year is Warlock? So I have an understanding of.
right before we was the Locks, right
Hey,
before
like,
you heard us.
Not okay.
That
so
was when the Grave Diggers and all of that was hitting. We was the Warlocks.
I used to see DNY. No, it was D. No, sorry, it was Wah. It was Wah. I used to see Wah. That place they used to make the sandwiches, and they ripped the building down across the street from the hospital.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, I was on BLS at the time. The X had Born Loser.
Yeah,
on
Born
a black
Loser.
label.
Yeah,
and I remember I remember Wah saying, "Yo, I don't know, we got a meeting with this guy. I don't know, Irv Gotti or something. I think he just got hired at Def Jam. We're gonna go plan some shit." And
Yeah.
I remember because I never used to see the dog as much. I always used to see.
because the dog probably was doing some foul shit in
I
the
never
cut
seen the dog.
in the hood. DMX is they could really make a movie on DMX's
Dog,
hood.
right?
I swear to God, dog.
So
I love DMX. That nigga's ghetto.
when Mary brings that to
real.
Puff, and it's when she brought it was the Warlocks. Did
Yeah.
that how Puff saw it first?
Yeah, he saw it as the Warlock. Mary gave him the tape, right? And somehow they got in contact with DNY. And that's how back in the days was. It wasn't no tape. Puff heard the tape, then he wanted to meet us and have us rhyme in front of him.
Oh yeah, remember they used to do that. Everybody used to do that.
That was like you going to the label, they heard your demo, then you get to the label and you got to actually rhyme.
And if motherfuckers keep looking at the TV
And
or something, you a rap.
Man, we went in that room like, man, listen, dog. We came to eat. I remember we just rhymed for Puff. He was like, whoa. I mean, we was cocky as a motherfucker too, though. That was the one thing about us. Like we felt we belonged. We felt like because we would do everything hip hop involved. Like one, it was really Chic and Kiss. They was really like I always feel they was ahead of their time as youth, like because everybody from our town was basically like, come outside battle, take your head off. We're gonna bang on this mailbox, we're gonna bang on this car, we're gonna bang on something.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gonna beatbox, play a beat tape, and if you suck, you just can't be in a circle.
They don't
But
come around
at
here
that
no
time
more.
they had the vision of because they was from a different part of town from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the south side of Yonkers, they from the other
Is
town.
this Brown Eyes area? What do you consider
Yeah, they
Brown
from
Eyes
like
area?
the other. Brown Eyes is the middle. They beat the shit out of me at Brown Eyes one time. So they almost crippled me. 20 niggas battered me, still couldn't shout at me. Brown Eyes. Only getting up, real talk.
And being from the Bronx.
Real talk.
Being from
Like,
the Bronx, Dave, you crept out of Brown Eyes before
Real
niggas
talk.
realized you wasn't from there. Like, I mean, like those lights coming on.
Get up out of there.
Real talk. But they was from there and we always, we went to school together and all that shit, but they always had a vision of this when you go to the studio on Real or Real. You remember Real or Real Flex. You gotta have
Absolutely.
this shit on point. Gotta have
Yeah.
your verse, your timing. So they was booking studios, paying for shit, we was doing shit like that early and laying shit. So I learned from them early. Like I was, other side of town. I just want to battle, sell drugs, go to my stock job, go to school, have niggas say I'm nice. I wasn't like, and they were so professional. So I think about it, like we were selling shit in high school. We sold tapes in high school.
And this time, do you know DMX?
Yeah, we know DMX.
Yeah, like, this is
we
still-
already knew DMX before any of us married too.
Okay.
Like before anybody was on. Like if you nice in the town
Everybody knew who he was.
and you had to earn that. I knew DMX because he lived on School Street. I lived a few blocks away on Grosjean. I know Mary because she lived a floor above my cousin and them. So I go to her house for sugar. She down there and all of that. So it was always everybody's connecting and working hard. And for you to make a name for yourself there, you got to be outside all the time. So it was just like DMX was born to be on. As far like he was a legend before he even made it in
There was
the
a
game.
tape that was circulating of him
Hard
battling at
That's
school 12.
Yeah.
It was a tape that everybody had.
Shout out to Bill Blast too.
That who he battled?
Bill Blast, yeah.
Wait,
Okay, yeah.
And I remember at the end of the tape, he said something like, his man, I guess Bill Black tried to do a rhyme where it was all love or something of that feel. But I remember that was like it was just understood, like it was a tape that people had outside of the radio, outside of what you bought of DMX.
Raw.
And you know, Styles.
Very
And I remember
raw
in the
dude.
beginning, I felt like I used to see Sheik and Jada more in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then I used to see you after that. Bad Boy, and I know you guys have great moments and bad moments.
Yeah.
I never ever seen a movement since I've been doing this, Styles, that
Like Bad Boy?
was so influential.
Never.
And all the pieces and the city, people forget we was getting swallowed up. It was G thing country.
Yeah.
Snoop and Dre was getting ready to go on a
Yeah.
10-year control run. Like,
For sure.
Pac wasn't even around yet, nothing. And it crept through that flavor. Like Puff was starting to develop, of course, from Uptown, but that Craig Mack. Did you know Craig? I try to remind people. Craig Mack was in a group on Sleeping Bag.
I always hear that. I'm not really too familiar with that.
It was called Easy and Troop, and they were the equivalent to EPMD on Sleeping Bag. But because they had something that sounded like it, they shelved that. The original DJ from EPMD went and got Craig Mack and someone else. The record went zoom, 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 zoom. They was actually saying it with their mouth. For me, when I got that record, because Puff always asked me, why'd you play it so hard? I remembered this guy was a guy 3-4 years ago, and a lot of people did that got jerked, that didn't get his chance. And to see that Puff had reached back for him and brought him to the forefront was amazing. I played that tunnel 10 years. The way that Craig Mack flew off in there, my nigga.
Crazy.
It was like it was the only time I felt the heat from the dance floor in the air and hitting your face, and you like, yo, it's just, and I'd look at Cap, I was like, yo, this shit is really cranking. This shit is cranking, nigga. This shit is. And then Bad Boy had that. Rockefeller's my second.
Yeah.
Well, Rockefeller Rough Riders is tied for my second.
I was going to say, you got to make this a tie, brother.
Yeah, they're tied for my second. G-Unit and Dipset's tied for my third. Just movements.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to ask, and I've seen you talk about it. That verse on the Benjamins was yours, correct?
Yeah, it should have been.
But you spit it. Like if there's probably a demo, would you spit in that verse?
No, that's Kiss actually made that one for Puff.
He wrote.
Yeah, I probably got a couple bars in there somewhere, maybe.
That
one is actually all Kiss, actually.
No, but
Oh,
now,
yeah.
so on the Benjamin, so then, what happened? Was it just understood you're not going to put a verse on this song? Because originally it was a Locks
Yeah,
record, correct?
I actually put a verse.
You had a verse. Where was your verse situated?
I don't even know. I think Puff wanted my part. Somebody had to go out as the sacrificial lamb.
Okay, but then it turned into, so that was a Locks record. That beat everything.
Yeah, no, I think he gave the beat, and then I think it was when he heard Sheik's part. I'm not sure if it's Sheik part or Kiss part or some, and then some. I know he wanted to be on the record too.
Okay, too.
Yeah,
But
he wanted to be on the record.
Was that always you have to come up, or we're trying to fit everybody, or like I've always wanted to know that story of the Benjamins.
I never I don't think that was for a Locks record, so I didn't really take it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Were you smooth with it afterwards?
Yeah, I was always smooth with it. Like, one, because the Locks, one thing we always said is we're a group. Like, the one thing I think we keep our loyalty is we came in the game with a certain mindset that we wasn't gonna let nobody break what we had. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I always looked at it as my brother win, I win. And then I know I'm gonna get part of the bag anyway, so it was pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean? And then the third part was you take everything for motivation. Like, you know what I'm saying? You take everything, I had to say, if my verse, like to myself, if my verse would have been better than Sheik's or Kiss, it would have been one of them. So I had to look at it like I didn't have the best verse on there. And if it was a verse to be taken off, if my verse was taken off, it wasn't the best verse.
Okay, I respect that.
And then you got to live with that. And then as a man, as an MC, you accept that, and then you move on. Because
So
I don't
Kiss
think if that would have happened, I don't think my hunger would have been the exact same. Like that mixtape. Like
hungry.
if you would have noticed after Benjamin,
No,
Ghost in the Shell, Ghost in the, I went crazy. Fuck all of this.
That's the reason
Fuck
I rap.
everything. I said fuck.
Glad he
Yeah.
the street.
I'm gonna tell you where you really went crazy.
I'm gonna
You
go
went
to
crazy.
the streets.
No,
I'm
you
gonna
went
take
crazy
this
on
all
the tapes,
over.
the clue tapes.
Yeah,
you went crazy.
I said I'm not even gonna have. Forget it now.
That's why I
Everything's
rap.
to the door now. I'm gonna go be me, but that helps you because I really looked at it like if it did because one they had to have the better verse because I can't remember my verse.
Okay, I get you. You're right.
And I really didn't like the beat. Like none of us liked the beat. Actually, if anybody was Kiss, I know for a fact she didn't like the beat. I don't think any of us liked it, and especially me. And I don't think just like out of everybody, my energy was The Office with Puff like at that particular time. Like you know what I'm saying? So my verse wasn't the best, and my energy probably wasn't the closest with him. Like so, it kind of like made sense
That record
if you think about it.
broke. There was a convention, and I don't remember what convention it was, and the vinyl was low. It wasn't even fucking loud. It sounded horrible on the vinyl. We had this convention. I think Bad Boy Dude Boy, that shit came on in
Nah, I
there.
remember that shit was crazy.
It lit that room up to a place.
Crazy.
The Benjamin, like,
I to this
and
day,
I just
Come on, that shit.
like something about Puff, his energy, and I think the way he thinks and the way he plans, like I think a lot of us as the Locks being around now today has a lot to do with Puff. I would definitely charge.
you saw things that you could use.
We saw things that we picked up and we took and kind of put it in a street rap as far as work ethic and drive and understanding how to work, who's working around you, and work your things even on a lower level. I think we was learning so much off of him, even to the point where Let the Locks Go was more so.
Hot T-shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. It was more so a understanding. Okay, you really watching who you with, like, cause that was like, for me at that time, that was like the big brother I did not like, like you know what I'm saying? Because one, I think I was ignorant still. I was fresh off the block, so me, if I sell 10 pieces for $10, that's $100, dog. I know numbers all day, like, this record shit ain't the same thing, so that was making me bitter. And then it was like contracts is always up. Like, it was a lot of things just making me bitter. So I think
It wasn't
if I
so
was
clear.
smarter-
It wasn't so clear and cut back then either.
Nah, it wasn't.
As it is
because
now.
one thing we never say is, like we always say, almost every rapper had the same contract. Niggas was pussy and never said it. They just lived with the standard of the front. I mean, I don't want to front. I really,
500,000 was unheard of as a budget.
Yeah, so our contract was actually the standard contract. So it's like, wait a minute though, like we kind of smarter than this and you know the rule of thumb is contracts are always up for negotiation. I've been hearing that since I was a child. So that stuck in my mind. Everything's up for negotiations when it comes to a contract.
Diddy was a firm type of guy.
And then how he worked and just how he did certain things. So we were learning. But I think my ignorance made me bitter. It was why I think Diddy called me to, like, we have a lot of probably more personal conversations than rap conversations and have life, but that's where life brings you. But I think just that ignorant time and just watching him, like I would watch him though, and I'd be like, damn, this motherfucker's smart though. Like seriously, as a youth, I'd be like, I don't like this nigga, but damn, this nigga's mad smart. Like, because one, it's a difference. It's. I think when you got a brand, when you know how to utilize everyone around you, I mean everyone. I mean to the.
He is the best at that.
He's the best.
Yeah,
I'd be like, this nigga remember that? Like when we was working on Money Making Mitch, I was putting him to the test with certain shit, like just fucking around, just being high, and you know smoking. Like, let me see if this nigga's gonna remember this or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if he gonna remember what I told him yesterday or said yesterday or suggested. He come back and, what happened to what we said yesterday? Or you said yesterday to try it this way or do it this way and this and that. And then he was taking shit and I thought, did he take this layover? Hell no. I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna say it myself. Like that's a lot of. I respect him. Like I respect his work ethic. Then I respect like he would take a beat. I would hear the shell, and I would say, I don't really hear it. Like you know what I mean? He'd be like, my nigga. All right, come back in an hour. And I come back. I'll be like, and you know I'm like, fuck. How did he like how did he do that? So anybody who's doing something that you don't really know how to do or that does it really great or he's utilizing the sound man, the engineer, the artist in the booth, the writer, the assistant that's getting the coffee, just everything. He's like really like he's just really feeding and tying everything into one, which is kind of making him, you see that he's being in a music. I feel like he was the Quincy Jones of our time.
Absolutely. And especially
of our time, like for someone for like
to do that many of them.
Do that many was crazy, and then to turn around and say, "Okay, it's showtime. Let me throw out the greatest show," because he even took out.
Remember the first time he touched that garden?
Holy shit, dog! And just like the way he takes his shows and all of that is like it's just a different thing, and I think that's what keeps him around and keeps his energy around and is smart. Like you got to utilize everything around you. Like, you know what I mean? And then when you have money and you're smart enough to do that and really look at let me utilize the smallest person in the room to the biggest person in the room and really consider their energy and what's going on. Makes him really smart.
He came from that executive label side first.
Yeah.
So he's able to see the things that we couldn't see and how it.
Yeah, he's very, like I was just seeing things like really making money, making Mitch. I was like, bro, this song right here ain't gonna like I don't know. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, damn, wait a minute, like
how did he get this to not?
How the fuck did he get that? He had he come with the guy playing the little 2 to 4 keys or little drum pad. I'm like, bro, I don't I don't hear that, bro. I don't hear that. But there was times where he was like, nah, I don't hear that beat. Like it was certain shits in there. I was like, nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about. Like that's it. He'd be like, you right, you sure? I'd be like, that's it. And then he come back, I lay something. I'd be like, you know what, just leave the room, let me lay to it. Come back. He come back, oh, I see what you're saying. Hold on. You slide out now. Watch what I do to this. And I come back and be something different. So it was really like good just seeing, like even that, I really wanted to test him with Money Making Mitch to still see if he had it. As far as like the brain, the wordplay, the ethic, the energy. Like it's crazy. I think he made that time because he had something in him that was probably different from what everybody else was seeing. He's seen it before it came.
Now, when we said if you had to go to a little bit more current top 5, right? We'd have to say Jay-Z, right? Nas,
yeah,
Big,
yeah.
Who else is there for you?
Jay-Z, Big, Nas, Locks.
Be clear.
I would say
be clear. Let's be very clear on this.
Locks and Pac.
Okay, and Pac. The Pac one sometimes gets swapped out for me depending on where I'm at on Eminem.
Bars? Now we talking bars. I wouldn't put Pac in that. That's just me.
You know what it is about? You know what?
He was more. I felt Pac. Like I felt what he was saying more than the actual bars. Like
some days I get up.
Yeah.
And he's a party rapper to me, and sometimes I get up and I'm like, but damn, some of that mom shit, some of that
talking,
deep
like,
shit.
yeah.
I don't.
I'm gonna give you a real life thing with me and Pop. I always felt he was the poet of our time in music.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. There was times where I'd like So Much Pain. There's times where he went lyrically ape shit, but there was times where I say he's not the most lyrical dude. But he's a very much poetic. But there was times in my life, I think when it was certain times in my life when I was going through something. Like there was a time in my life where I had like a real drama issue. And it was like, wow, like I found myself riding the Pac, like alone. I'm riding the Pac. I'm in the midst of both worlds. Like I don't know, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to do this. It could go either way. And I really found, like, I was like, wow, like, you know, now I really see what everybody really said. Like,
I want to ask you, Styles, you know, when I had
Deep, Ghost and Ray, it's so many.
But
you could
but
say.
if you had to do the 5, you know that 5, you Nas, we got Nas, Big, right? Hove,
Big in that.
Locks. Now who's that? You know that 5th. You take Pac over M?
Not lyrically.
Not lyrically. So
This is what I got to say about M. I love Eminem. I think he's one of the illest lyricists ever to be black or white or any other color.
It's dope. Yeah.
But for me personally, I really love Eminem. But if Eminem was black early, he would have been Royce the 5'9" early.
Correct.
In my eyes. Like, you know what I mean? If he wasn't white.
It's almost like we see that more now.
Yeah, because one.
Like now we see it. We didn't see it at the time.
In that time, because for me, he was like, to me, he's still one of the illest lyricists, no color boundary. But no black lyricist would have got away at the time with it was saying, I'm going to throw my baby mother in the trunk.
Correct.
I'm going to kill my mother. I'm going to do this. So when, he was
able to be iller.
He was able to be iller and be held to a higher pedestal because we couldn't say that pedestal. Like if I was black and say I'm gonna put my mother in the trunk, niggas in the hood might want to punch me in my face.
Because I'm just doing different.
like you know what I'm saying? So, but he is not black or not white, one of the illest wordsmiths ever to play. But I wouldn't put him in my top 5 of that genre but I kind of do. But I don't. Like it's like a two-way flip.
Me, sometimes he's not.
Yeah, it's like a two-way flip for me because it's like, yo, if he would have came out black and saying that early,
is this what it is?
Is that what it is? Will we have said like? Because to me, I know about Royce the 5'9" before I know about Eminem. I know about Renegade. I heard Renegade Royce. Then I heard Eminem.
You saw the
and then I seen the thing. So it was like
similarity.
The similarities, but. On the other hand, Eminem makes some songs at that Stan song and just certain shits he made the song. The song was so fucking huge that it was like it took you to another place of his creativity, black, white, or indifferent, whatever the fuck he was. For him to be that creative was crazy. Like for me, it's like always because I hold him as one of the illest MCs ever to exist. Like
now that
just
myth,
for his wordplay.
Not the myth, but for me. I may have felt he was more dangerous than he really was because I'm still stained in the brain when he rhymed with Jay-Z. And a lot of people said that, you could call it spank, but they're both up here. You're just saying who's iller than the iller. But
he got off on that one.
so for me, I always was like, well, that's my bar, and if he touched above my bar, I got to give him a certain thing. But I don't want to say I was disappointed in him in the battle, but I think part of being great is, there's boxes, Floyd's great, 18 or fucking 40. I did it. I wanted more from M with that battle song,
Oh, the MGK shit? Yeah.
I wanted more. Styles, when you heard, I've been meaning to ask you, when Fat Joe came to come see me, when Fat Joe came to see me, and he felt Jadakiss wasn't top 5, what did you feel when you heard that?
I love Joe. I love everybody, but it ain't my business to give a fuck about what nobody feel. Mm-hmm. That's how I go about rap. Like I'm an MC. Like my thing is when we on the track, even with the fans, like far as my peers, the fans, DJs, anybody, I think we all get caught up in emotional things on how we supposed to feel on who you like, or how you like them. Like certain people hit you in the gut a certain way because their story resonates to you. It hits a similarity to go, oh, I feel what he said, or I like him. Like a lot of people say to me, yo, P, you underrated or this and that. Nah, I don't say that shit for everybody. I didn't say that shit for everybody to relate to. So I don't know what Joe or anybody else's standards of top 5 is. Mm-hmm. I look at it like this. Far as me and my 2 brothers, as the Locks, whether solo or group, you could stand us up to pretty much anybody. We've rhymed along the greatest. We've rhymed alongside the best in the business.
Absolutely.
And any day you feel iffy or jumpy, we've been in this shit 20 years something now. We'll still air you out. That's what the fuck we do. We ain't the richest. We ain't the glorified this. We ain't the most, none of that. We have bars. This is what we do. This is our standard. We made a standard of bars, loyalty, and keeping it G. So you can't, I and my two brothers around alongside Big, Jay-Z, you name it. You name the greats. I can rhyme with Black Thought. I can rhyme with Talib. I can rhyme with Hov. I can rhyme with Nas. I can rhyme with, you name it. So the standard of everybody's top
and
five.
And not just rhyme, but, you know, because a lot
I'm going to get the fuck off.
Yeah, a lot of people can rhyme. A lot of people can rhyme with these guys.
I'm going to get the fuck off.
Because we've seen guys rhyme with these guys and it hurt.
I'm going to get the fuck off. So I think when we,
seen a couple.
I think when it goes to a thing, like when it goes to you saying, yo, who's your top five, that's personal. Like me, you, or if you go around this whole room honestly and say, yo, write your top five on a piece of paper. Everybody may have a few of the same, and then everybody else's shit is gonna be different because, like, I love Cool G Rap, Kane, Rakim, and KRS, like you said, but I kind of more. My personality is more Cool G.
Yeah, cool.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't even have to tell me.
Like,
if you never told me that, I would automatically assume.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? The split is gonna be, my conscious side is gonna be the split between R and KRS.
G-Rap said more murderous
than anybody.
Thug,
He was talking
and
crazy.
chick shit. Like the way he hit those things.
Ridiculous.
You knew he was living it. You knew.
So it's like people I'll talk to right now that may not say G-Rap's in their top five. That's cool. That's you over there. Like, I don't know if that tan snorkel hit you how it hit me, that tan Woolrich. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that line.
Kane and
I used to stand on the block selling cooked up rock. I don't know if that line hit you how it meant me. Like somebody like me and B-Dot's really cool. Like I like B-Dot, Elliot Wilson. Like
they love the game.
They love the game. I think somebody told me, like it came up the thing, B-Dot said Mace is better than me.
Better than who?
Than me. Yeah, B-Dot said that. That was cool though. I'm not even mad because but that's how it is. Like, you got to think.
See, I know why.
How did B-Dot? Is B-Dot? Would you think B-Dot would hang with me or Mace first?
Mace.
So who is he supposed to like better?
Did he say Murder Mace or Mace?
It doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like, I sold crack. B-Dot probably went to college.
Got you.
Like, he probably had waves. I had a Scully.
Yo,
he might have had it. Like, that's my dog. I love him. Like, there's dudes who's in my set. Like all my brothers, like, or my clique. I got homies that's outside of the thing who like Kiss or Sheik better than me. That's my homie. That might go, yo, I like, you know, you my nigga P, I love you and all that. I like Jada better.
See, Sheik
I like Sheik better.
Wait, but Sheik, I've always wanted to say this is something unfair that Sheik doesn't get. He don't get the back and forth much. Like you and Kiss get the back and forth, so that shuts down everything. Like, I'm
like antisocial.
So she gotta get the back and forth.
She don't give a fuck. You think I don't give a fuck? She is just cool with his shit. He really don't just give a fuck.
I've never heard Sheik on. I've heard him on the back and forth.
You got a couple.
3 of y'all.
We got a couple.
But and that's you said the Mace thing.
I think me and Kiss's flow is more similar than me and Sheik's flow, though. So the timing
for the back and forth.
For the back and forth is timing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we all go back and forth well, but Sheik goes so left. His shit is like.
He's always gonna dagger somebody in that verse.
He's gonna go left, like
he's gonna dagger somebody you don't expect to shit on.
Like, so it's like, if I'm gonna go back and forth with Sheik, I gotta be prepared to go to Mount Everest, then the clouds, then the depths of hell. I just want to go up and down, like here, but like, you know what I mean? I think that's what, and a lot of people ask, like, yo, like we got a brotherhood, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, our most important thing is the locks first, foundation. Not even music-wise, just as a family and brotherhood, our families being connected, our friends being connected, what we stand for. Like, if we all quit rap tomorrow, somebody quit, it's gonna be the same shit with us. Ain't nothing gonna change outside of that because that's pretty much who we are.
So Lucha being in the lab, like, yo, and Kiss go do an in and out on that shit right there. That beats y'all, like, you know what I mean? So with the locks, and it's no funny shit with us with nothing in between. So like it's like
Y'all bought those mixtapes?
when we
Oh,
first.
God.
Yeah, we the mixtape guys. They don't give us enough credit for it, but I'm cool with it.
Gods.
The body. Yo,
I'm cool with it.
for the couple years I was in the game, right? These niggas had to blow their phone up. Cause if you didn't drop the tape with the locks on it, your tape was definitely back bin in about 4 days.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Yeah.
Have a journal in there.
y'all gave me the one. Do you remember? Oh, you remember the one you did off of the Ray J?
Oh yeah.
So hot, bro.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Shitting on the rock. I was so hot out there.
It's tight too. I was tight. I was tight there. That's the time to have something on me at all times.
Oh, that was a good
What
one.
they don't know, like our beef with The Rock was really personal because we really loved them, admired them, and had
It's
a,
competition.
Like, it was competition, but we were so cool before. You got to think of all the studio nights, just chilling. And besides music, you got dudes who really like live this life. This is like on that time, like
The town was split.
the town was split. Yo,
The town was.
I just
I'm gonna tell a story.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell it. I never tell you that. I'm gonna tell a story. Jay, I'm just telling this story because it moves a little bit along the
Disclaimer real
line.
quick.
I just happened to be on Twitter talking about mixtapes. Had to be 5-7 years ago. Yeah, Twitter had just popped, but the gram wasn't on. And I was talking the tapes and the battles and the freestyles, and I don't know what the kid tweet me, and I said, "Yo, man, fam, locks, bro. You know, they kind of destroyed the Rock." He called me. I know what he tells us. It was, but he really wanted to know, like, what was my basis for that? He was like, "Yo, so what are you basing that on?"
You got the call.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't right away. It was within like about 2 hours as the tweet set in. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm thinking this ain't on his radar, so I'm thinking I'm gonna just be a buck down here, and I'm gonna just go back to what I was doing. But he kept asking, like, "What is your basis?" I said, "Bruh, you know, I'm just keeping it. I just think that that's what happened." You know, because
my
I
opinion,
felt like he was forcing me to backtrack. He's thinking, I'm gonna call this nigga, gonna
Delete that
backtrack.
shit, man. What you
But he
standing
took
on?
it. He was like, you know, I could see that. You know, and then we
You know why
but
we won? Because he was richer than us.
I was hungrier.
We was he really couldn't afford to come down to the dirt with us. As a businessman, it wouldn't have made sense, which we understood. Like he was doing a lot of big things. He was getting a lot of big deals, dealing with a lot of big people. So as dudes from the streets, two camps from the streets, we said, oh, because I was starting to say, I just want to kill these guys. I just want to see them and shoot them. Like if I see these niggas, I'm shooting. I'm pulling my shit out, I'm shooting. I'm stabbing somebody, I'm shooting. Because you know, when you have and it's like the basket, it's like the league. Like everybody rhymes, but everybody's not nice. Like even nice niggas who don't like each other, like I don't really fuck with this nigga and none of that. Like we don't go, but it's like
You nice with it.
you nice dog. Like
Gotta pay.
You gotta
always
pay that
gonna
homage.
Our game, that's the
There's some
highest
niggas
it's
I-
ever
yeah.
been in New York.
You gonna always
Yeah,
respect
that time. So it was like, you know, you got to think if you like this is who we listen to.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to yourself all day. You want to hear other shit. So it's like New York at that time, especially like you got to think as the Locks when we getting on, they was on before us. So like you know, it's Nas, Big, Hove, Wu, Mob. So we looking at when we even coming into the game, we like yo. We gotta fucking
See,
spit.
but when y'all was saying
We gotta
stuff,
spit. Then we got to the point where we said, you know what?
y'all sublime game though.
We said, fuck everybody. That's what
That was-
shit started going like, we don't care who y'all niggas
No,
is.
but-
fuck it, we ready
No
to
one
fight.
call it
We
names.
got niggas back here. We ready to shoot, scrap, fight.
They wouldn't call it name,
everybody.
but they
like,
wear it. Like
whatever, like
they wear
whoever.
it. Like they wouldn't call a name, but they wear it. So
Like we
just-
coming in the building, we nodding niggas, yeah, what up? We did have that. Niggas used to say that, but yeah, y'all got that real cocky attitude. We like, you know what? They shouting out every borough, dog.
Yeah, nah.
You got to think, Flex. You hear?
Yonkers was getting hurt.
Yeah, like we from, like you hear Bronx, BX, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn, yada yada yada. Then you even hear Mount Vernon, New Rochelle. We like,
No,
You don't see us.
dog, nothing.
because it was getting blended into Westchester. It was
Dog,
getting
we don't
blended.
get nothing.
It was getting
Nothing.
blended.
Then we start going, you know what? We do this shit, dog. We out here too. Because people is like, I don't think y'all know where we live or what's happening and where we at.
That was a fun
So,
time. But
It was great.
when you said that you and Mace, you know, Styles, you never, and this is nothing wrong with this because I do enjoy artists like this. You never wavered. You never wavered your style to say, I want to make another $1.5 million this year. I'm gonna
Nah.
waver. And that's to take nothing away from Mace.
Not at all.
Meaning, Murder Mace, he made a decision, and you know, J. Cole made me. Cause sometimes I talk to J. Cole here and there, and he made me understand that depends on where you want to be at the end. Like, what do you want your legacy to be, and what do you want to be seen as?
You got to think though, Flex. When I came in the game, like we all came in together, but I made my lane. Like I had to say, boom, Locks is out.
You could have easily got lost.
I could have got lost.
You
They
coulda easily
love
got lost.
Kiss as a solo artist.
Yeah, you could
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lost.
Everybody's either on the King of New York or the flyest shit or the slickest shit. So I'm sitting back going, what am I gonna do?
Close
Like,
to you. I remember you said I'm gonna keep it close to the concrete.
yeah, I said I'm gonna keep it close to the concrete. Then I said, you know what? I'm harder than all of these niggas we talking about. Like I'm outside, they ain't.
Wait, you said,
I'm really where this pack's at. I'm really where it's going down.
He used to come to the radio station. He say, "Stay home if you're a coward.
Yeah.
Don't come out with security."
I mean, you seen us in the joints, Flex. So it was more so like I was.
First niggas I heard saying that.
Now I'm rolling around and I'm going, wait a minute. Oh, I see him.
Stay home if you're a coward.
Oh, this nigga's soft. I'm saying that about rappers. Oh, I respect this nigga, but these niggas are scared. They ain't really. So that's how I started looking at it like, no, I'm out. I'm out here.
Yo, where the security game has go. First of all,
That's just Secret
I want
Service.
credit for. These artists took so many niggas out the tunnel and took them on the road.
Secret
Word.
Damn near had to close.
Word.
Right, the tunnel niggas was the.
They still rocking. They baby brothers is rocking and everything now.
But you know what the best thing about them? You could have a full-blown fist fight and come back the next week and they'd be like, all right, look, we ain't got to fight. You could go in, but we don't want no trouble this week. And you could see the nigga that either knocked you out or whatever happened.
They pressing charges.
But
now, man.
like security with an artist then was rare.
Very rare.
If you came in from out of town and you wasn't from New York,
Yeah, you need a security.
you, yeah, but and not even something, but kind of like, you know, I still want to move around here blind. I don't want niggas juking me or telling me to walk down this alley. Yeah, but then it like until you said that, I don't like you. It was never.
Yeah, because I had to make my own lane. I started going, wait, I can't be this king shit ain't gonna fly for me. This flyish shit and talk about the ladies ain't gonna fly for me. But I'm looking around, I'm going, wait, none of these niggas don't really be outside in them hoods like that.
Your
And
favorite
you know
rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah, we used to really be outside. Like you know, you see me in a lot of events with a lot of kind of transactions go down. I don't know if you remember one time we was in Mount Vernon. I'm gonna leave that story.
Wait,
alone.
no, you can tell it. I don't mind. That's the old me. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
I'm gonna leave that
Let's just
story
do it.
alone.
Let's just do it. I don't mind, Star. I don't mind.
We was in Mount V, and we was it was a party. It was like New Year's or something. And I was sitting there kicking it with you, and then a whole block of dudes came. A whole block of dudes. I don't know if you remember this. Whole block of dudes came. It was a little kind of little words, and you know what I'm saying.
Well, how did it finish out? And what spot were we in?
It was in Mount Vernon. I don't know what spot.
We was
Mount
in a
Vernon.
club?
It was right off the exit in Mount Vernon. I want to say off the Bronx River Parkway.
We weren't at
It wasn't open that long.
wasn't
A couple times. Right off Bronx River Parkway. Mount Vernon, before you get the shoes, like the shoes exit.
Okay.
That building right there, when you're coming right off the exit, was a building right
By the
there.
precinct.
I believe it was a Groove Lou party.
Groovy. Oh.
I think it was a
Wait. It was niggas was dressed.
Niggas was just
Something happened in there that night.
got it.
Yeah.
You got it. You get close. It was a dressed up joint.
Yeah, it was a dressed
up joint. We was chopping it up.
Something happened in there that I remember.
Something happened.
The party got cool. I remember it being it pretty much slowing up after that.
Kind of slowed up. It didn't get bad, but it got kind of slowed up and got tense. And you actually asked me, yo, you good, bro? Everything's fine? Everything's fine? I said, nah, I'll get these niggas hit right now, Flex. They already know what it is. I flip niggas' cars over, this, that, yada, 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 this and that. Like, we gonna shoot it out right now.
Matter of fact, because I was like, I'm not leaving. I remember I said,
you said, yo, you sure you good, bro? I said, I'm strapped right now.
And you were talking loud.
Yeah. I said, I'm strapped. Whoever wanted, I'm fucking strapped. I had a nice suit on. I was dressed up. Said, don't let the clothes fool you. I don't need a bunch of nobody. I'm strapped. We can let this pop right in here
party
and there.
Again, bro.
Yeah,
nothing happens in there again.
Never again. But that was the point. Like, but I mean, I used to dock dudes for having security, but I think it's cool because you don't want to get in. If you could risk a charge, you could risk a case, you could risk tussling with a knucklehead. You want to do that. If you got somebody who could defuse it,
but
don't talk that fuck. You know, I ain't gonna lie.
Talking tough on records on the gram.
It's a lot of.
That's official too.
This is what I want to say. It's a lot of dudes on both sides of the fence and all sort of sides of the fence who say they super G. If you super G and you rolling with the set and you got like it's a lot of y'all, why you exactly need security?
Yeah. What we doing?
If that's the case, why the fuck are you rolling with the set? You very confused.
You're not thorough.
You're either pussy or confused or really not just thinking all the time. Like if you G'd up and if you and a few homies, you iced up, you don't want no problems, you don't want that case, you want somebody with holding it, with a license, case of jump, I get it. But if you got a whole mob with
30
you,
niggas and security, that looks crazy.
and you got a security guard guarding you, and you talking G every week, you're pretending and you shouldn't do that.
I'm gonna say
selling
something
the kids
today.
false dreams.
Talking G on Twitter to another rapper because he's giving his opinion of you, and you talking about, oh, I saw you, you was quiet, you a catch a case ass nigga. I was like, what is this nigga? Well, like, what do you like?
He wanted you to be loud?
No, but yeah, it was today. I was like, what are you really saying though, bro? Like,
what was you looking for?
Like that same rapper he was talking about. Because I don't want to jam the rap up. The same rapper that you talking about was interviewing you, looking at you like you was a clown, talking to you like you was a clown, and you got up and left. But now it's you talking from Twitter. The Twitter, like I'm like, well, where you?
I feel like as a grown man, you just got to leave that alone. You just want a case of protection.
Leave it alone.
You either want to give somebody a charge, or it's like the looking for the breakup. Remember back in the days? Like
break up the makeup?
Yeah, what up, nigga? Yeah, let's scrap. When the whole crew is around. It's quiet when it's you and him by yourself.
You ain't gotta
quiet, everybody's looking for somebody that's what Twitter is. Let me throw it out there.
And see the response.
To avoid the case or get somebody to defuse it or get in between before it really goes down. Just stay peaceful and don't fuck with nobody. You ain't got to spew no negativity. Just show love, spread love, say what up to everybody, and there's no problem with that.
You know, Styles, if you make music, right, and you put your product out there, you're subject to criticism.
All the time.
That's it.
It's all crazy to me every day.
I don't understand that. If you was on a basketball court, if you ain't got a shot, they gonna say your shot's trash.
Any day I'm waiting for somebody to come out, hop out at an alley and beat me over the head with a keyboard. Keyboard killers is dead. Any day I'm looking to get killed by a keyboard.
You said that on Twitter.
Niggas is fucking keyboard killers, man. They're gonna kill you with a keyboard, man. You can't pay attention. Like you gotta, especially rappers. Like I like having fun. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you insult me on Twitter, that's my wreck, because I can't punch nobody in the face or hurt nobody or do anything violent now.
I'm clapping back.
So I'm going to clap back and mute. I'm going to clap back, mute, have a little fun. Like, then some people I just mute. Like if you overreach,
Mm-hmm.
I may just mute or block you and not pay attention. Like if I'm a certain high, like I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna have a little wreck or laugh, get my shit off and then block.
I
you.
clap
Like,
back, then block you.
yeah, like, but you gotta have fun. Like, and
I like when
as
they come
artists, we
back.
should
I'm
take
one
it.
of those.
I say what I say and let everybody comment, and then before you
Sometimes you gotta look at the
block.
Avi though, dog.
The who?
Block.
You gotta look at the Avi sometimes.
And
Like
see,
slow in
Go
the
to their
face,
page.
hard on the
A lot of them
eyes.
pages
You gotta
be
let them
fake.
get away
The
with
ones
the
that be
criticism.
The super trolls be fake pages. Like
You know what?
90% of the time.
Eminem brought something to my attention when he said, if you're going to comment on my music, because I think, is it not Earl Sweatshirt? What's the other guy?
Oh, Sweatshirt's nice too.
Yeah,
He nice.
He got bars.
Tyler.
Tyler. So he was like, if you commenting on my music, just make sure you as good or better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand people who aren't good commenting on certain artists. That was a no-no. Like, it still should. That's like, if, the bench nigga, you can't comment on Jordan. Like, what is your...
But this is the difference. I feel like the bench nigga did comment on Jordan. We just didn't hear it.
Okay,
You know
we
what I'm saying?
didn't care.
You didn't hear it. It was like if you was there, you heard it. Now you hear everybody's opinion is voiced to like
Maximum
the
power,
as big as it can
maximum
be.
power.
You hear it. So the niggas was still the same way. You just hear it now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People
You
feed
see it
into
now.
shit more now though. Like you gotta
Push
understand.
it
it.
out for a response. Or,
Yeah,
all right,
that
let me
shit
see-
makes
let me
you.
see
That
what
shit
comments.
makes you. Yeah, it makes you
Who
thirsty.
feathers I ruffle with this statement, or who is this gonna involve, or what artist I'm cool with gonna feel away about me saying this, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's how all this.
I
shit
love
be.
Twitter and Graham Smoke.
Shit
I
be
live
weird,
for it.
man.
I love it. I want to like. I'm all.
Nigga hate you to death on them shit. See you out and be like, yo, let's get the pic.
You notice, Styles, when you
man,
answer back, are you there? It
shit
come
be
less.
crazy.
Because
Yeah.
some niggas, now you're only going to get the niggas that want the third level smoke. Like, oh, there's going to be a clap. I'll have to go again. If my first line ain't right, he going to devour me in front of everybody.
I just like having fun. I think it's all in fun. I think every artist, like no matter your genre, like even outside of hip hop, even outside of music, whether you're an athlete, actor, rap artist, or anything, if you're fortunate enough to make money and be out here and be in
Enjoy
a
it.
view of people, you got to understand what this technology is, and you got to look at all the bad energy as a balance. Like, cause like you could get 1,000 people a day to say they love you, like, you know what I'm saying? Except 100 people that hate you. It's the balance. It brings fun, but have your fun with a few of them, like clap back, mute, block. But understand that it's a give and take. It's part of the balance, because if all they ever do is love you, you know what I'm saying? You don't. You're in a
even know-
fake
yeah,
world.
you
You're
won't
not.
even know
It's
how
not
that
living.
feel, like,
You're not
yeah.
living realistically. So like a lot of people, especially artists, like the one thing I hate about social media is how sensitive all the artists are, and then how artists dick ride other artists. That shit is dumb whack. I just want to
whack.
say that while I'm here.
Nah, it is whack.
Like that shit is garbage. Like we need to for 2019.
It is whack.
2019, can artists please stop
Dick
cock
riding.
gargling other fucking artists?
It be the fans too, though.
Fuck,
I
man.
feel like the fans got
Jesus,
so much
man.
to do with that shit.
Some niggas is gargling
Oh, it's
when
hard.
they talking
It's
slick
heavy
behind the
gar-
scenes.
it's
That's
heavy
a different
gargling
type of
going on.
gargle.
I feel like the fans got a lot to do with that shit. Like our shit dropped. Me and him the beloved shit just dropped. Other artists dropped that day. Me being with my competitive spirit, I'm not promoting your shit on the day of me dropping my shit. I might love it. You might be my man. Or me and the bro got some shit right now. This what I'm on. So
Niggas
you'll
are
have niggas
sensitive
in
sometimes
the
about
comments like such and such drop. Why you ain't posting that? I
can't,
just
nigga.
saw y'all in the
Yo, it's
pic.
a phony
That ain't
game,
your
though.
man. I love him to death. But
Let me tell you
I
something.
got this out right now. Like that internet shit make all this shit super emotional.
Some niggas post other
Everybody
shit
getting their feelings.
because the comments make them edgy.
Yeah.
And they think it could just push you into like doing like, nah, if that's what I'm at, you here.
I
'cause
post
I'm
what I
different.
feel, captions, pics, all that shit. Like unless it's like something that I'm being paid to post. If it's a natural from my mind, I'm not thinking about what
Yo, you
what
gotta hook me
nobody
up with the
care,
paid the
like.
post shit, bro. See what I'm saying? Hook me up with
We
yo,
don't- yeah,
paid the
ain't
post.
Beloved brothers.
I'm 44. They ain't paying me
Ain't
to
about
post.
nothing.
I've been posting for too many fucking years. Put me on this paid the post shit. You know what I'm saying? You can learn off of each generation.
post,
like, Jesus
man.
Christ. Damn, I should be PTP. Paid the post. Put me down. Cut me in or cut it out.
I appreciate
Beloved.
y'all giving me so much time.
Yo, we gotta come back up here. I just want to say, New York. I'm tired as fuck. I've been rhyming with East. I've been making albums, but I'm gonna fucking come up here in a few weeks when I'm not nasal.
Whenever you want.
We be
and some
back.
things.
Open it up.
I just
you
want to have a
anywhere.
little
We
fun.
be back.
And I just want to say to you young cocksuckers who don't. I'm sorry, that was wrong. To you young, whatever. If you don't know, we invented this shit, man.
Oh my
I want you to go do your history before I get up here, man.
homage.
Go look me up.
Pay homage, please.
Go look me up, please. I do this shit, man.
Beyond
I feel like it's a reason my shit is where it's at. 'Cause I come from a certain cloth.
I get mad at that
and I always
sometimes.
respect a certain cloth. And when I see niggas try to shit on, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Like, we all could get to a bag. But when I see people shit on what you know where it came from, I lose respect. You know
we
what
was
I'm saying?
always live on them freestyles too, right to the box. We was always
Yeah, it wasn't no pre-recorded and chilling and air later.
I remember Styles and Sheik and Kiss came, and it was one time where Kiss ain't. Yeah, I can give up my secret what I did. Kiss had already told me from the gate he wasn't rhyming, right from the door.
Not the night flex.
So how I did Kiss was, you could tell him I did him like this too. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. I took Styles and Sheik in the room and I closed the door. So I'm cutting on Kiss walking back and forth.
What's going on in
Looking
there?
at the door. Right. He's
they doing in
pacing
there?
out in the rug. I said, he said, yo, you gotta, ain't hard to tell. I said, no, I got it. Well, I got it. Yeah.
Got all.
Oh, they burned it down so.
Crazy.
They burned it down so legend. Like, y'all was
still
always
wa-
your
I
own
still watch
competition
all
for the
them
last
shits.
freestyle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
all
what.
them shits.
You know who I liked? And I know the relationship ain't the same. I liked him with y'all, J Hood.
Yeah.
I liked.
Shout out to Hood. I always wish him the best, man.
Yeah, I liked his. I like when you guys introduced him. It was so hard for somebody new to rhyme with y'all.
Oh, it was hard.
It's really 50 fault.
What happened?
I think 50 got in his head somehow. and
When
his
y'all
homies-
was moving?
and the thing, yeah, something happened. He thought he was gonna get it on G Unit. I don't know how Hood flipped. I love Hood too, little bro. I still love him to this day.
I love those freestyles.
You know what it was? I think, you know what it, we came up from such a different era, and then that was kind of the transition of things, and Hood just wanted more than we could actually
Patience was
provide
different.
for him at the thing. And then we was more like, yo, my nigga, like we had other niggas lined up, and we trying to show you the love. But I love Hood. He's a great dude. I still wish him the best. I hope he, whatever endeavors he's involved in, he
grinding.
gets the best. He's always grinding. He's a good dude, good at heart. Because sometimes when you get people in your ear, and that's what, I think more so for the Locks, to be honest, it was more hurt than anything. Because if you ever notice, like, we don't spare anybody.
No.
You never heard us diss Hood.
Never.
It would be times where somebody call me like, yo, I got Hood lined up. I got him on site. What you want done? And be like, nah, it's all good. Love it. Because that's our little bro. So we took it like that. But it was sometimes in business, like, when you too scorned or you too hurt to go back and do the business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
I know he was mad at me too because I didn't.
yeah, but you know what?
I ain't
With me,
staying
I
with
was
you.
hurt because I was telling the Hood, stay patient. Like, if it don't work in a while, I'll let you go. Like, we'll let you go, and we ain't trying to charge you for nothing, trying to do nothing.
See what we got
So we
here.
was just kind of really, it was kind of hurt, and then after that, we just kind of all went out doing more shit and endeavors. But I always wish Hood the best. He's a really
Absolutely.
good-hearted dude.
Shout out to you, my brother, and I appreciate your coming by. And I'm excited about this project. A lot of
Beloved
songs
Brothers
I
in
like.
stores
Out now.
Dope
Hop
idea.
up.
It was a
Shit
dope
is hard,
idea.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.